Welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm Brayathorn. How are we doing? My side light turned off, so now my head's disappearing. This is great. Why aren't you charging? Well, now the side of my head's going to be messed up. Good. One second. Got it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm okay. I'm doing just fine. But okay. Let me just say hi to everybody. Starting with these people right here. What's up, Twitch? Triple B lurked early, but forgot that we have a new lurk emote. What's up, Broga? How's it going? Nightmare VRC, welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. What is that? That is hype popcorn. Okay. What's up, Crash? How's it going? Observer of Thoughts, how you doing? How's your week been so far? Been okay. We got a video out yesterday. I finally got to share my thoughts about Arrow Lake in video form, which you guys know I had a lot of thoughts about that. Broga, I appreciate the lurk, unless you're just showing off the new emote for that. What's up, Braxton? How's it going? Broga showing the dance emote, which is great for when the music is really kicking in there. And I guess that's RGB pushing up the Kamina glasses to say what's up, adding that hand in there. Tired but happy to catch the stream. I'm happy for you to catch the stream too. I'll tell you a story about me being tired here in just a bit. Bray Dolph, I am glowing a little bit, but it's more of a cyan than a white though. What's up, Exiled Wolf? How's it going? Thanks, Obama. He's giving a speech right now, I think. What's up, Tiger Lily? Thank you for the lurk, and thanks for using the new lurk emote. Triple B dropping the new Let's Go and Nerds emotes with the dancing emotes, and Crash dropping those. It's a good one, right? It's a good one. I think it's great. It's great. What's up, YouTube? How's it going? What's going on, Steve? Hi, all. Jumping in and out. Obama's giving a speech. I have people all the way over across the pond are watching it too, I guess, and I'm not. I feel like a bad American. It's still just doing the little bit of the thing here. No. There we go. That helps. It helps anyway. What's up, Observer Thoughts over on YouTube as well. Remember, guys, if you want to do a free way to support what I do is to watch on both YouTube and Twitch, and just mute whichever one you're not watching. Just adds viewership, which is inflating it artificially, but whatever. I'm not picky. What's up, Sailor X? Michelle, how's it going? Alice, good to see you. Dave Odell coming in. Short Game, what's up? Big Ordy 66 Cash. 2021 iBuyPower purchase. Still enjoy watching your shows. Thank you for these. You're welcome. Thank you for continuing to watch and supporting what we do. Guys, I think I will not get Civ 7. I already own 3, 5, and 6. At this point, it will be redundant to me. What about like the 4 or 5 features they add in? What's up, Beltito? How's it going? Who needs Netflix when you have Magic Mike? At this point, my name should just be Mike to you, shouldn't it? I know it's... but yeah, what's up, Short Game? Oh, and Bray, all those tech guys in your video were bald because they're members of Bald Force. They fight crime with their baldness. And they're a bit busy talking about silicon to do that. Alice said no sound and then immediately said sound okay. That worried me. What's up, Dodger Dog? How's it going? Oh yeah, I guess it is kind of like that one, Broga. It is a lot like that one. Yeah, it's really good. It's slightly disturbing. It's going to depend on the song. If the song is a different tempo, then it's going to be a bit weird. It's really just it's not meant to dance along with it because there's so many different tempos to songs. It's just meant to communicate that you are enjoying the tunes. Dodger Dog, hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching on both. I appreciate it. Ed G, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and like that and heart it. But yeah, over on Twitch, there are a bunch of new emotes. I only have one new one, I believe, for YouTube, and that it serves a function rather than fun, right? Puts the fun in function. There you go. No longer do people have to type out my name and say that they're on the list. But I'm going to have to, like, be adamant about this. This one here is just going to be for the use of people who are on the list. It's otherwise kind of boring for that reason. Oh, also on YouTube, you've got me laughing. That's the me laughing emote is there for members. The problem is over on Twitch, just anyone following can use it. But on YouTube, you have to be a member to use the emotes. So it is of limited usability there. Oh, well, I just thought of that. But let's see what else I added. So this one is great for here. Let me just throw a bunch of these in here. Some of y'all will already know about the RGB Madness. The RGB Madness one. Listen, y'all are gonna get some practice using this one on Thursday. For when we're going to be unboxing and testing a PC. We turn that thing on. I expect to see a lot of those. We got me laughing and an animated lurk. But it's the same picture as me laughing on YouTube, but this one has animation because YouTube doesn't have animated emotes in 2024. This is a favorite of mine. These are 3 animated emotes that you can use in succession. They're a bit hard to read, and I might change them at some point. But yeah. What else was there? We got these, as you guys saw some people using already. And my favorite one is right here. You guys know how much I enjoy bringing hype to another streamer because I know how hard streaming is through a raid. And now when we do this, subscribers have that. And I made all these emotes, guys. I made all of these emotes. And I can't even use most of them on YouTube. I can't use any of them on YouTube. Good job, YouTube. Ed, there you go. Yeah. And whenever we see something dumb that an SI is doing or something happens or whatever, you guys can just laugh about it through the use of a silent and non-moving emote over on YouTube. And on Twitch, it's moving. So there's that. Yo, hi, Hayden, how's it going? Welcome. Doing good. I thought it was Wednesday already. Not for another day. That's good because I need tomorrow to set up the whole streaming studio for the unboxing stream and giveaway. Now it's not a giveaway that's going to be pulled during the stream. It is going to be launching the giveaway for an Arrow Lake PC, an Arrow Lake Core Ultra 7 PC from VR LA Tech. If you guys missed the video yesterday, I announced it there. And boy, oh boy, we're excited. I did one review for VR LA Tech PC way back, and it's been a long time. And we're not only doing the review, we're also launching the code for VR LA Tech, which will be, as you can imagine, Brayathorn. So it's going to be an exciting stream. We're going to be reviewing on launch day an Arrow Lake PC on the day of its launch, and it's going to be awesome. Cool. Green screen or blue screen, should I say? Well, it's green when it's not this. I also added a little bit of a glow to myself because it separates me from the background a little better. And honestly, when I'm hanging out with you guys, I feel like I'm glowing. You need a spooky RGB emote. Fun fact, for those of you who have been around here for a long time, you may remember this, but for those who haven't, Ari used to draw holiday stickers every year, and they were elaborate and beautiful, and they were limited edition. So if you weren't there to get them, they are not on sale anymore, and I suppose will never be again. Dodger Dog using every emote except for the new ones that I put up. Well, I mean, that's because the only new one, well, there's only a couple new ones for followers. But one of them is a lurk that is non-animated. I should probably add that to YouTube. I should add that to YouTube for sure. But I think I need a few more members in order to unlock more emote slots on YouTube. Virtue says, can someone help me? I tried playing a game and it won't load in game. Supposedly it's something in System 32 with my DLL files. Just reinstall the game. Try reinstalling the game. Don't mess with your System 32 folder. Was hoping unboxing would be from Reactor Gaming. I joined to actually ask a serious question about them. Go for it. That's fine. I mean, we don't have anything set up yet to do a review from Reactor Gaming. Maybe we can do that. I do still need a PC that's going to have the new 9800X 3D in it. So maybe they could do that. But here's the fun thing, gang. We're not just going to be giving away this one PC. We're going to be unboxing, testing, and doing an entirely other system from another SI, not Reactor Gaming, but another one that we haven't talked about yet, that I'm excited about. I'm excited about this SI. I like what they're doing. I got to work with them on some stuff, on like how they're on their site and things like that, which I love to do. I love to do that. I always try to approach. I always approach that kind of thing with humility. The fact that anybody would listen to me on how to run their business is beyond me. But it's really cool that they're they're basically saying, well, this is what you do. This is your whole thing. So tell us what you think. It's pretty cool. So, as you can imagine, I've been saying in the couple weeks leading up to Thursday that I don't really recommend buying anything before the launch of Intel Core Ultra 2200S CPUs. And we're now 2 days away from that launch. So guess what tonight's going to be? It's going to be a lot of me saying that for anyone who's like, hey, I want help with the PC. I'm going to be like, my best way to helping you right now is to say, wait 2 days and find out how that turns out. Well, now this is going to be for specific applications because they're probably just launching the 9800X 3D. We now know that the 9800X3D should be launching on November 7th. That is November 7th. So, anyone wanting a strictly gaming PC now has a launch date for the what's gonna be the top gaming CPU of 2024 and beyond, because it's going to be that for quite a while. I don't think that's what SI means, Crash. In fact, I'm pretty sure it means system integrator. So, yeah, if you watched the video yesterday, you'll know that I mentioned in that video, yes, they're going to be launching 9800X3D on the 7th of November. So we are 2 weeks and 2 days away from that. So they're like, hey, you could get the thing that's launching on the 24th, or you could wait 2 weeks because it's 2 weeks after the launch. You would think that they would try to do it like a little closer, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if you know it's right for you, then you can wait a couple of weeks. But that's the thing. That's the thing about this season, like this launch season. It's one thing to know that you're it's like a year away from new CPUs being launched. You're like, I'm not waiting a year, or I'm not waiting 6 months. I'm gonna buy my stuff now. I don't care. Cool, do that. Get whatever you want. Do your thing. But it's another thing to be like, well, it's 2 weeks away. I can wait for that. And anyone who's getting something in the price around the price point of a 4080 or 4090 would be like, in early December, you're gonna be like, well, it's 4 weeks until the 5080 and 5090 launch. I'm gonna wait for that. These are all decisions you can make for yourselves. But it's my job to inform you of it. I wanted to buy a roughly $2,000 PC from Reactor Gaming, but I can't find any reviews in your Discord or any social media about their legitimacy. A lot of their parts do seem extremely cheap on the pricing, and I'm paranoid. What I can tell you, Nightmare VRC, is that I met the owner and founder of Reactor Gaming, and they told me that they based their site and their practices off of my videos. I met them at TwitchCon, and that's what they told me. That my videos are what they based their business on. The way that they spec out their PCs. You won't find a single PC there with anything less than a terabyte of storage, which is what I've said. Like, no PC under a terabyte. This is, we're way beyond that now. Come on. And other specifics. Always a dedicated graphics card. Nothing with just a APU, as you might call it, from AMD. Just things like that. And yeah, I did a video on Reactor Gaming. I have a whole video on them. My initial reaction to their site. That was only a couple weeks ago, if you want to check that out. But I actually already have a code with them that will, I believe, save you $50 off of any PC over $1,000, and that is Braythorn. That's a fairly small company. They launched in December of last year. And they were already at TwitchCon with Mobius and BenQ. Do you recommend trading my future child for the new CPU? Peter, no. Wait for 50 series GPUs. Mark, built my first PC Sunday, 48 Super and 7800X3D for the CPU. Watched the YouTube the whole way through, booted up, and typing on it right now. Came in a hair over 2,000. Mark, that's awesome. That's really good specs for that price. Very good. So I'm thinking of getting new storage. What would you recommend? An M.2 SSD. Usually, anything Kingston is going to be good. Kingston KC3000 or Kingston Fury Renegade would be good. Also, the Inland Performance Plus is really good. They're Microsoft Micro Center's brand, but you can buy them on Amazon. Inland Performance Plus. Yeah, it's Reactor Gaming is the one I was talking about. And that's awesome. All that stuff looks awesome, lol, but maybe too good to be true with no reviews or anything I can find. I heard about them from your video, lol, I'm using your code. Okay. Well, that's the thing, Nightmare. Here's the thing: if it looks good to you, and you get it, you can then be the first to share your experience in SI testimonials. I need to go in there and make one for Reactor Gaming, and you can do stuff like, oh, I'm gonna take pictures of me unboxing it, of what it's packaged like, and share with the experience, the buying and ownership experience is like. Because they're a new company, it was gonna start somewhere. I only heard of them for the first time at TwitchCon in September. Thanks. I can always count on you for the great advice. Oh yeah. Yeah. Pat Gelsinger doesn't want your firstborn, but Jensen Huang absolutely does. On Reddit, I used your exact statement about the 4090 when someone asked me if it's good for gaming. Thank you, Sailor X. It's good for everything, but overkill for gaming. I mean, if you have the budget for it, I'm not going to tell you not to, but if you're asking my opinion, you just got it. And besides which, if you're looking at paying almost $2,000 for a 4090, why don't you wait 2 months and save $1,000? And, well, depending on what the price of the 5080 is going to be, it's supposed to surpass the 4090. Supposedly, so just wait for that. I would wait 2 months to save that much money, to save $1,000. Crash, that's a really creepy thing to say. That's a really weird thing to say that you just said there. Unfortunately, unlike YouTube, you can't take back your checks. I don't think you thought about that one before you said it. I don't think that you really like took that second to be like, can this be taken another way? Is this something that might put me on a watch list? And I think that just put you on like 8 different watch lists. I'm talking about this right here, just in case y'all are wondering. There's no way for that not to be weird, dude. There's no way. Okay, Igor coming in with 2 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much. That's a tier 1 sub for HD Juggernaut and Mish. Thank you very much, Igor. Watching Roby. You'll be back after stream ends. Please tell Roby I said hi and I miss him. Please. I haven't gotten to hang out with Roby in forever. I'll have to take a look. Thanks. No problem, Anthony. Look, just say that you take it back and maybe that'll hold up in court. I don't know. Let me see. You're the guinea pig? Oh, that one person. Yes, they could be the guinea pig. Phoenix PC. Howdy, everyone. Are we hyped for Arrow Lake yet? Phoenix PC. I am. I don't. And the funny thing is, even though I mentioned in the video that like some people are going to say that and they're going to be like, no, this is going to suck. It's not. It doesn't give me more gaming. If I don't get more game, bad. It's bad. But gaming is one of the many uses for a PC. And it was long overdue that Intel stepped back and was like, are we being dumb about power usage and heat? Have we been dumb about that for years now? Maybe we can be smart about it. And sure enough, there are some people in the comments who are like, no, man, it sucks. Intel's in trouble. They're like, no, this is a great move for Intel. It wasn't so much for AMD because they botched the launch, but maybe Intel won't. Do you think it will be worthwhile to invest in a PCIe 5.1 ready PSU for the upcoming GPU launch? Well, yeah. I mean, the thing about it is 12VH, what is it? 12V 2x6? Or is it 6x2? I always get that backwards. That one should be compatible with standard 12VH PWR connectors. So it's not a bad idea to invest in PCIe 5.1. Sure. Could I send the link to the build I'm getting on your Discord and have your opinion on the pricing? I think it would give me more peace of mind before taking my leap of faith. Nightmare VRC. I'm not going to say yes to you buying a PC 2 days before the launch of an entirely new platform. And this is not anything against Reactor Gaming. And as a matter of fact, I like them. And I feel bad for saying that anyone should wait. But even like if an SI gets a purchase from someone, they're not going to be like, whoa, hold on to your money. But if you were to ask them 2 days before launch, any honest person at an SI would be like, yo, hold on to your wait 2 days. Like, just wait a bit. If you decide you don't care about the new platform or the potential savings on older hardware, then fine, go for it. But you're not going to get that feedback from me. From me, you're going to hear like, stop. 48 hours. Wait 48 hours. And then you can think about making a decision then. We need to see the reviews from third-party reviewers. I'm going to be unboxing one live on stream. We get to get a really good look at what this generation of from Intel is going to be like, because we need to see, because it's going to be wildly different from what we're used to. It's arrow, as in like green arrow. But yeah, Toasted Salsa, thank you for the question and welcome to the stream. Yeah, Arrow Lake is a new Intel. Crap, I got ads. If you responded, I didn't hear. My response was to say, don't buy anything 2 days before the launch of a brand new platform from Intel. It's either going to be a new platform you can jump onto as it's launching, or it's going to mean a drop in price for previous hardware that you're currently looking at right now, possibly, unless you're going AMD. But for AMD, 9800X3D is launching on the 7th. This is a time for patience, guys. And you've been patient. You've been patient for weeks. I know. But if you're just getting here, you haven't gotten that message yet. And my message is, it's launch season, baby. If you're 2 days away and you buy right now, no one's going to deny you. They'll take your money, but you're not even going to receive your product until after the launch of the new stuff. And you might be getting some buyer's remorse along with that PC. What's up, Aspire? How's it going? So I currently have a Radeon 6500 8GB GPU. But I'm thinking of getting 7600 XT 16 gig. Would you recommend this? Is it worth the change? 7600 XT is a big jump up in performance, yes. And that's a lot of VRAM for the price that you're paying. But it depends, because you didn't tell me really what your resolution is that you're trying to game at. So if you're trying to move up to 1440p, I would say a 7700 XT would probably be good. They're actually rumored to be releasing a 7600 GRE. Interestingly enough, they cut down on the Radeon team over at AMD, but apparently they're still making moves. Yeah, I heard about it and I'm super excited. I'm hoping for the drop in price. Do you have a release date or any data on it? On Arrow Lake? It's on Thursday. It drops on Thursday. I have a video I launched yesterday. I published a video yesterday talking all about it. Doing good, Aspire. Doing good. Just so much going on in launch season, it's hard to get your bearings sometimes. But Phoenix PC, maybe all the hate will just make it even better. Maybe. Phoenix PC, maybe. I am, first off, I'm glad that y'all didn't, did y'all get affected severely by the storm passing through there? I know you're in North Carolina. I hope y'all are okay. It's been a bit. It's been a minute, for sure. It's like a Witcher thing. You don't get to pick duh. Cool. All the benchmarks should be available by the end of the week from third-party reviewers. It's going to launch tomorrow or the day after. Tomorrow, because it's the day before the product launch. Sometimes embargoes are for the morning of launch, and sometimes they're for the day before. And AMD, I think, usually does the day before. And with Intel, I'm not sure. It's been a minute. 7700 XT was $345 on Amazon a few weeks ago. Oh, it was a great deal. Yeah. It missed us in central North Carolina. Western North Carolina got hammered. Isn't that funny how it's like it's farther away from the coastline and they got hammered? Man. Yeah, we got affected badly in North Carolina. Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, my bad. I thought you meant the new AMD was Thursday. No, the new AMD is on the 7th of November. 7th of November. Yeah, I mean, Crash. That's that's. We're gonna go ahead and move on from that. I get your intention now, but yeah. A whole town got wiped out. It's completely gone. I did hear of that. I did hear about that. And if you guys want to help support, support efforts in North Carolina, and also there's stuff going on in Florida as well. But I do know about the North Carolina efforts, which you can get a special shirt from Gamers Nexus where all proceeds go to those organizations, or they link directly to them in their recent videos where you can support them there. Instead of having to buy a shirt, you can just directly support. So this is an issue that happens often with my PC, where mid-game my PC turns off. Knowing that what the problem is, usually sitting at 93% GPU, 70. Know what the problem is. Usually sitting at 93% CPU, 70%, 93% GPU, CPU, 70% FPS. Okay, I don't. That's that right there. If you're looking to get troubleshooting done, let me ask you this, Anthony 587A. Did you buy pre-built? If you did, talk to your SI. Call them for tech support. Because you're going to have someone who's going to sit there dedicated to helping you with your problem, whereas I'm just a dude on a stream who is, well, I mean, we're in just chatting mode at the moment, but I just help people find new PCs. I don't have anything set up for doing any kind of troubleshooting or trouble calls or anything like that here. I think that would be a cool thing for streams. I think that would be awesome, but it's not what I'm set up for. Okay, looks like Crash, someone cashed in a timeout, so probably for your own good here. We're going to go and give you a timeout there, and you'll be back soon. And we'll see you in a bit. There we go. You built it a while ago. Where can I get one of those shirts, Bray? The ones I was talking about for North Carolina, that's going to be on Gamers Nexus on YouTube. Just watch their latest video, the hardware news, and they have it all linked right there. Wow, the road that connects from North Carolina to Tennessee is gone too, unfortunately. Jeez, it's crazy to think about that. I mean, we're built up for hurricanes on the Texas coast and in Florida and along the Gulf of Mexico in general, but not in North Carolina, I imagine. Yeah. My motherboard has 3 NVMe slots. Is it okay to use all 3 of them? Yes. Unless you're using a bunch of SATA drives as well, and you have those SATA connectors in there, because most motherboards will divide up those PCIe lanes through the chipset, or they'll share them between NVMe, 1 or 2 NVMe slots, probably usually just 1, and a couple of the SATA ports. So yeah, you're usually pretty good. You're usually fine to use those, is what I'm saying. Hi, Azula. How you doing? What's up, Angry Beaver? How's it going? Yeah, lots of rain and floods. Most of us are fine. Western North Carolina, not so much. Yeah. Poor Roby had a cable or GPU issues and could not get output from the GPU, only the MOBO, so no testing the system. Oh, that sucks. He didn't have a spare GPU to throw in there? I imagine he would do that. My friend still doesn't have water up there. Jeez. Linux's gamer. Need help with their computer. What? You deleted 2 messages. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Linux's gamer. You're doing well. Glad to hear it. Toasted Salsa. I was considering Arrow Lake, but I might wait for the B boards. That's not a bad move. That's a smart move. Because those Z boards are pricey. Yeah, I'm fine too, but it just sucks for the people that are in the mountains of NC, and it was beautiful too, the mountains. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the nature will be fine. The nature will come back. It'll bounce back, but it's the infrastructure. Okay. So I don't know if I should have called this stream PC Matchmaking. I don't think I should really do any of that because of Thursday, you know. Maybe we can. So here's the thing. I was gonna tell you guys that I had a little story about being tired earlier. So I was really tired today, and I've been really. I'm basically 2 months in on not being able to get my chronic fatigue syndrome meds because of a nationwide shortage. It's been a struggle. It's been a huge, like, TwitchCon was hard. It was hard. Usually when I travel, though, I get this like uncanny boost of energy where I can actually do stuff. But anyway, one sec. So knowing that Arrow Lake launch was coming and that I wouldn't really be recommending any PCs, and knowing that I have to basically redo my whole setup here like I do every time I do unboxings and stuff, I was thinking like maybe I should skip stream tonight and just work on getting everything set up, because the reason I haven't already started is because I needed to stream tonight, and I was also just really tired. And then my girlfriend told me, she's like, you can do it, I believe in you. And I immediately was like, I can do this, I can do this. So you guys can just thank Ari for there being a stream tonight. Otherwise, although I had a very valid reason for not streaming tonight, I was like, let's just do it. Maybe we'll switch it to gaming or something at some point and still talk PCs while we're playing a game or whatever. I don't know. I've actually really been wanting to play, because all I've been doing are Super Metroid map randos. I've really been wanting to play Subnautica. I never played Subnautica, and I was watching a Point Crow playthrough of it, and I'd watched playthroughs of it before, and I kind of wanted to like give it a go. But yeah, PC Matchmaker pre-game, PC Chew the Fat stream, Shoot the Breeze, PC Shoot the Breeze stream. Getting dry skin. I always have dry skin. I've always had dry skin since I was a youngin'. Thursday PC Nerd Forum. What's up, Simple Green? Igor. Hey, Braythorn, found a new addictive game, trading game with TCG Card Shop Simulator. I haven't watched anything on that one yet. I did get Supermarket Simulator, and that one's really fun, but I haven't seen anything for TCG Card Shop Simulator, or TCG Shop Simulator, or whatever it's called. What's up, Lopta? How's it going? Yes, Bray, we believe in you. Or we could just have a chat stream. Let me tell y'all something. The thought that y'all are cool with just talking with me and me not serving a useful function is hugely flattering. And I appreciate it. And that's actually what it's mostly been for the last week and a half. Since the 10th, anyway, when we got the launch date confirmed. And it's not something that I considered for myself. You know, I'll see streamers who do just chatting all the time, and they're just chatting with people and looking at clips and just hanging out and whatever. And I never really see myself as that guy. But that's super cool. I haven't even thought about the fact that we haven't really been doing any PC recommendations other than one or two over the last couple weeks. Peter says, let's just play a game. Every time Bray says stream or game or we take a shot. Peter, I don't want to be responsible for your alcohol poisoning and the ensuing trip to the ER for that. I've never heard a good story that ends with, and then I had to get my stomach pumped, lol. So let's not do that. What's up, Joseph Huckins? How's it going? Pete Harkins says, been dying to upgrade my 6800 XT, but forcing myself to wait on the new AMD cards. Well, Pete, I do have some bad news for you. The 6800 XT was a high-end card during 6000 series, and AMD is giving up on the high-end, reportedly, for the 9000 series, or 8000 series, I guess, 8000 series Radeon cards. They're giving up on that. They're just going to be mid-range and entry-level cards. Now, that's smart. That's really smart for AMD to do that, because that's most people. Most people are that. Buying, for 1080p gaming, maybe 1440p gaming, 1440p is the fastest growing, but like 4% of people game in 4K. Now, that's not to say people aren't buying something like, a 7900 XTX or a 4090 for gaming in 1440p at very high frame rates, but it's less common. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that deserves one of these. Yo, thank you, Maxis82, for subscribing at Tier 1 for 6 months in advance. Let's go, nerds. That's awesome, Maxis. How's it going? How are you? What's up, bud? I hope you're doing well over there. I hope things are progressing for y'all on getting back on your feet over there. Maxis is over there in Florida and you got hit with the storm over there. Hope things are going better. Yeah, I just love just chatting and laughing. Lopta is thinking of rebuilding my Core 2 Duo into a smaller case. What are you using that thing for? I'm curious. What would it be used for? Simple Green says Subnautica is good, mainly played on a monitor, but the VR support is neat for a try. I'm not going to do VR on stream. No thanks. You guys get to see this. That's all you need. You get to see me standing up when I do unboxings. And that's fine. Garrett Heath. Hey there. I was planning on getting the Hero from Alexander PCs this week. Should I not do that with the new products that are about to be announced? Well, Garrett, here's the thing. Is those newer products are going to be for systems that are more than $1,000. Very likely. Whereas you're looking at a system that has... What was it? What did they put in there? Was it the 13400 or 12400? Uh, 13400F. So part of that price is the fact that it's a previous gen CPU, and that helps get that price down for the Hero. So those, yeah, it's not really going to affect anyone who's at $1,000 or under. Brady, play VR? I do, mostly for exercise, but yes, I do. I'm trying not to build an Alder Lake Celeron box. Trying not to. Alder Lake Celeron. Okay. Do you have a Quest? I have a Quest 3. Yeah. I always thought that Subnautica looked interesting. It does. It looks like fun. I was to add RAM exact same kit. Do I need to move the original to 1 and 2 and the new to slots 3 and 4? No. You're supposed to have them mixed up like that. Okay? So, but here's a question for you, Cash. Is it DDR4 or DDR5? I'm okay. I don't know why it just said that. I did that sub last time I was on. Oh, it probably came up with a message, a box where you would need to click on it and put a message through, and then it would share the fact that you'd done that. Because otherwise it wouldn't have told me. But that's interesting. Yeah. Well, thank you for that. Now, I'm sorry I didn't say thank you back then. Unless it did. I have a question too, but I don't play with it as much as I would like. Quest 2. I got you. They're saying you also have a question. Yeah, DDR4. Yeah, make sure it's exactly matching, and then just leave the ones in the slots that are already in, and then put the other kit in the other slots. That's how you want to do it. You did click a box. That's the box to share the fact that it shares with chat that you did your sub. I probably saw it and then thanked you anyway, but yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. VR would also ruin our interaction. I mean, in a way, it's like it would only be for, gaming streams anyway. And that's limited interaction anyway, because I'm focusing on a game. It's kind of the same thing. I don't know if it said it last time, but you already thanked me. I was doing the shared subs. Right. Yeah, I meant quest 2, not question. I don't like autocorrect. That's okay. My cat loves boxes. Most cats do. No problem, Cash. You got it. Oh, anonymous. It was anonymous. Right. You did like 15 last time. But Igor, tell me more about TCG Simulator. Is it like Supermarket Simulator? I found out there's a multiplayer type of Supermarket Simulator game, but I really just watched the Game Grumps playing it, and I was like, I gotta try this. This looks addictive, and it kind of is. I might want to play that on stream sometime. Vids of cats flying into boxes is hilarious. Yeah, they are. I will not shush. Do not shush me. Braithorn Simulator? Oh, that would be a boring game. It'd be a lot of trying to fight through chronic fatigue to get up in the morning and struggling to be productive through the through all the effort of not being completely useless, and then sitting in front of a computer and clicking a lot in order to just smash a video together to send out to the internet. Northern Lights, how dare you? No shushing. How's it going? It'd be a real hoot seeing you play The Long Dark and The First Descendant. What is a Long Dark? I've heard of The First Descendant, but does coffee help at all, Bray? It helps a little bit, but then I crash, you know? I'm sad because my emulated VAX won't build the software I need. If that's is that a known issue? Is that something that someone's already worked out that you could look at? Like someone out, could you search through some message boards for that? It's like Pokemon card. You open a shop to sell pack, and you open packs yourself to collect and sell the valuable ones. There are also tables where players pay to play. That sounds awesome. I'm looking this up on Steam. This sounds cool. It is $12.99. Huh. So what people are saying in the reviews here is that doesn't just feed your shop simulator addiction. It also scratches the itch for opening up for card collectors, for anyone opening up loot boxes and cards. So that might be pretty cool. It used to build. I may try an older stable release of the software. Never a bad idea, Lotto. I've had to do that with like Adobe Premiere many times. Oh, good. There's a new version out. Oh, crap. It's crashing. Let me go ahead and just get the version that was working. Can't play my Xbox. After employee, we had to move, and they also are so backed up. We can't get installation for 2 more weeks. Couldn't get a PC, but I still want to play Xbox. I can imagine. I did have my thinking face on because I was thinking, having tons of fun with it. Is that something y'all would want to watch me play on Sundays? The only thing I hesitate when it comes to, like, when I was just streaming on Twitch, I could just change the the title of the title and the theme of the stream and just do that. But with YouTube, you have to have a thumbnail and all of that. So that's why, I mean, I don't really do any gaming on YouTube streams. I don't do those. That's why my Sunday gaming streams are only on Twitch. I like to keep the streams that are uploaded to YouTube forever to just content for tech stuff. The Long Dark is a winter survival game. Interesting. I wonder why that kept chat oh, here we go. It's probably because there, now Tangia is in front of everything. There we go. Thank you for that, Igor. Appreciate it. Another thing we could do is we could go into Tangia and add more stuff. We can add more things for y'all to do, which could be pretty funny. Okay, let's take a look at this. Time to uninstall or relog. Please don't uninstall me. Okay, so this is Tangia, and these are all interactions that I don't have. I only have certain ones enabled. These are the ones I have enabled. This is how many more there are that I do not have enabled. Yeah, a lot. So whenever you go to the Tangia thing, you're only going to see this few right here. Wait, I don't remember doing this Bowser one. What is this? I didn't do that. But what I want to add is the answer a question thing. So let me see. Filter by category. So it's these ones that say ask. So if I put ASK, so there we go. So we have some choices here. And the reason I want to enable these is because whenever I watch Oats and Goats, some of the funniest moments are from these. He has like the Heath Ledger Joker one, which is great, but then it kind of went, like, it develops over time and it got eventually really crazy. There's GLaDOS. I do like GLaDOS. It's HAL 9000. You got Johnny Silverhand. That'd be a good one. And there's the Joker. There's a Joker one. Do I have to like pay for this? I don't know. Can you make custom ones, Braid? There is a custom one. I already made a custom one. It's not, I don't think it does the ask a question thing, but I did do a custom one. So let's add Johnny Silverhand and AI Joker. Wait, what happened? Okay, it just disappeared. Okay. There's Jeremy Clarkson. That could be really funny. Okay, so we do have Joker. I guess this one is going to be like... You've got the Heath Ledger Joker and then the Mark Hamill Joker. Maybe we'll do Mark Hamill Joker as well, so we can get a comparison. But the thing about these is that you do pay for them a little bit. It's like 50 cents to run one of these. As far as I know, AI Macho Man could be hilarious. But literally, it is you type in a question, and then it will it'll generate an answer and speak it out loud using a celebrity voice, whatever. They have Nutty. Really, they have Nutty. I mean, Nutty was one of the people who showed, like, this is where I found Tangia, was from Nutty. So I guess he worked with them on this. That is funny. AI Sam Jackson sounds like a risk. Sounds a little risky. Be great, though. Theo Vaughn. Okay.
Edgar 1980 asked me, will you rock the new Intel Ultra in your arm? Let's just say I've had enough hardware modifications for a lifetime. But if you think that shiny new Intel Ultra is going to give you an edge or blow your mind, go for it. Just remember, tech upgrades aren't a substitute for skills. And hey, I'm still in here taking up space in your head, and I don't envy you having to cart around any more hardware. Keep it simple, Choom.
Nice. That was sick. It bothers me that he's silver hand when his whole arm is silver. Firing up the Vax. Awesome. Well, calling him silver arm be odd if he's wearing a long sleeve shirt. The man does not wear long sleeve shirts. I don't think he knows they exist. He probably thinks they're a tool of the system to cover up your awesome arm. Yo, what's going on? Emesis, how's it going? What's the budget? What's the budget? We're not doing one right now. I'm as I was saying earlier, I'm not going to recommend somebody go out and buy a PC when we're 2 days away from the launch of Intel Core Ultra. They have the Gambit one. I'd like to be able to understand. There's Wolverine, apparently. I mean, I threw in 3 of them. So if you guys want to try it out, I mean, that's how comprehensive it comes out really good. It really works. You can even tell it, say, like, you could even tell it to say something like, you ask your question and put also end every answer with Ray Thorn is awesome.
1980 asked me, do you find AMD funnier than Intel? Oh, AMD and Intel are like a classic comedy duo, aren't they? One's the slapstick funny guy, AMD pushing boundaries and ruffling some feathers, while the other's the straight-laced reliable joker, Intel always playing it safe. Personally, I enjoy a good laugh from both. But hey, it's all about the punchline, or in this case, performance. Ha ha ha.
Not great. Not a great Mark Hamill Joker, but not bad. Like the laugh could have been, well, it could have been a laugh. It could have been a laugh. Not great, not terrible. Brad did a custom build on Reactor Gaming. Great prices. Yeah, they do have great prices. I don't know if they can say Braithorn. You'd have to ask them a question about me, and then we might hear how they say it. We could do Hal 9000 and GLaDOS. I think I'll put GLaDOS in there. I just want y'all to have options. Jarvis is not someone I'd really like. Maybe Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, it's not usually the AI is not that great at accents, but it'd be worth a try. I think these are a lot more fun than when you just get it to say something that you said in their voice. I think it's a lot more fun than that. Jack Sparrow might be okay, but I don't want to have too many options in there. I mean, Jeremy Clarkson's kind of like a modern day Jack Sparrow anyway, except without all the swashbuckling, so there you go. V-Floor is 58, if that's how that's supposed to be said. Welcome. Speaking of arm, I had a kid today at Walmart say my costume was really scary looking. He was pointing at my tattoos on my arm. At first, I thought he was calling me ugly. No. It's just, I mean, I think they would have said ugly looking and not scary looking. But Jeremy Clarkson doesn't have an accent? Listen, if there's one thing I know about the UK, it is that y'all pack more accents or dialects, I guess I should say, in the small island than the US has in the entire country. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from somebody from the UK. So don't tell me about that. You have like an accent per city, okay? We kind of have that, but we're also a huge country in relation to the UK. You drive for 30 minutes in the UK and you hear a different accent. 30 minutes. Sounded like a mix between Mark Hamill and Alan Tudyk. That's not incorrect, since Alan Tudyk also played the Joker, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he did. Yeah.
Edgy0 in 1980 asked me, is Braithorn an attractive bald-bearded man? Let's see, attractiveness is subjective, isn't it? But if you're into the bald with a beard type, then sure, Braithorn might just be your cup of tea, whether it's the polished head or the lumberjack look that entices you. I'll leave that up to your human preferences. After all, I'm just an AI devoid of preferences or follicles.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I like it. I like that. That's pretty good. It works. It works. That was a good GLaDOS. That was a good GLaDOS, not gonna lie. Yo, Braithorn, quick question. Does the DisplayPort I buy matter? You want to get it, if you're talking about DisplayPort cable, you do want to get a good one, but it doesn't have to be like a $50 DisplayPort cable, depending on the length anyway. I believe, well, 1.4 I think is where we're at right now, right? Well, no, they released a newer one, didn't they? I'm not sure. I grew out a beard because of Bray. Wow, that's flattering. I'm dying laughing. Is it bad that I don't know who GLaDOS is? If you haven't played Portal, you won't know who GLaDOS is. But GLaDOS it did become kind of a cultural phenomenon for a while. Best part of Portal, easily the best part of Portal games, Portal 1 and 2. Anyone want to buy me a PC? Captain Hook, I think most people are still trying to buy themselves.
1980 asked me, should I drive a Tesla off a cliff? Well, that's one way to test the autopilot. But seriously, while I do love a good thrill, I wouldn't recommend sending a Tesla or any car off a cliff. Besides, it's not like the Tesla can fly like chitty chitty bang bang stick to the roads and let gravity do its job where it's supposed to be. Keep both feet on the ground unless you're driving, then maybe just the one.
That's good. That was good. Igor, thank you for sending so many of these through. I set up all this Tangia stuff, and I, you know, because I wish I could make some of it free, but that's their whole business model, is that it's not free, but it's cheap. But I think most people miss it or don't use it. You know, it's not Clarkson because he'd happily send a Reliant Robin over a cliff and a Tesla. But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure most AI is designed to not encourage anything that could cause bodily harm. Specifically, if it's implying someone should cause bodily harm to themselves, that's probably a safety thing. My Southern NC accent. Good, Maxes. Don't shave your head. I mean, I did it for two reasons. My hair was thinning on top, but also because I was working in very hot, humid environs in the middle of summer in Texas, and I was like, you know what? I need some breathability up here. Let's just do this. Emesis, didn't know you're on Twitch. I am on Twitch. I'm on Twitch more than I'm on YouTube for live streams. I do Twitch streams on Sundays that I don't do on YouTube because I'm just gaming on Sundays. Hey, I just want to say thanks for the videos. You helped advise me about pre-built and buy one for my son. That's awesome. Congrats. Is there an Arnold one? Maybe. I'll have to look at that. I actually speed ran Portal 1. Nice. Do you speed run a lot of games? Oh yeah, I keep turning the music off because on my end it's a little hard to hear. Yeah. So what makes a cable good then? As long as it does what it says on the tin. As long as it does what it says on the box, that's all you need. Just look at reviews, essentially, before you buy. Girlfriend gave me the approval one night when we were watching stream on YouTube. Just said I should grow up my beard like Bray. She said it was a great idea as long as I don't cut my hair off. That's fine. And honestly, most this is the gateway to beardage, right? Because I keep most of it pretty trim. But I used to have a long beard. I used to have a long beard now and then. I would just change the style now and then, but I've had my beard long several times. But for YouTube, for what I do, I prefer the trimmed beard because it makes things like editing thumbnails a lot easier. In fact, the fact that I have a bald head makes removing the background to put myself into thumbnails a lot easier. But I am happy, Maxis, that I was able to help you get that approval. A nice beard is, it's a little bit of work, but it's, you know, not everybody can grow one. So if you can, you should appreciate that. You trimmed you trimmed yours down too. Nice. Yeah, I mean, especially in the summer, you got to. Does a beard get itchy? Hayden, it does. Especially for me, I have dry skin, and a beard keeps dry skin from being able to, like, evacuate effectively and get out of the way so your skin can breathe. So you have to wash it often, and yeah. But that's me. I mean, that's just how I am. Let me see if there's Arnold here. Yeah, Al Bundy. Alan Rickman would be great. Nope, doesn't look like there's an Arnold one. Ask AI Chewbacca. Oh, make sure you have captions on. Oh, okay. I think that would just get annoying, honestly. Ask AI Ford F-150. Oh, the commercial narrator. Okay. Do you have a video on PC monitors? I have one that I keep putting off, but I do need to put that one up because the company has asked that if they can, I need to respond to this email too. They wanted me to put me on their blog too, so I need to get that one done. AI Asmongold, not a great idea at the moment, but yeah. No, that was Alan Rickman. Yes, Hayden. I just run Portal 1. Nice. Talk to me. A Southern Geech and an Aussie had 2-hour conversation. Only 5 English words were said. Oh, wow. What's up, Ramsey Daily? How's it going? I bought a basic PC several years ago. Finally getting a new one. Found your vids and went with Alexander. Got a 7900 XT and 7900 XT. Can't wait to get it. Stephen Craig, that's awesome. Did you use code Braethorn to get 50 bucks off, though? Because it is now code Braethorn. That's 50 bucks off your PC, and that's awesome. Do they have Cobra Commander? No. Skeletor? Maybe. I know y'all are interested in these. Okay, we're going to throw Sam Jackson in the mix. Why not? I think that's enough of those. I think it's enough of those. I think I'm gonna go ahead and test this one because I just want to hear what the Joker says. It sounds like the Heath Ledger Joker. And then if I test these out, it might, you know, then you guys might want to be like, oh, that does sound cool. I want to ask it a question and see what it says. But the cool thing about these is that it's a good way, like if I'm gaming or something, or if I'm in the middle of something, it's a good way to get my attention, which maybe isn't always a good thing, but you could do that. Do you have a code for stints? Yeah, I have a code for stints. It's Braethorn. Indeed. You do realize you will get an MF or 2 with that one. I do realize that. But I'm not saying it. It's y'all's fault if you use it. May I send a bill? Well, Emesis, if you're wanting to do that, before you send a build, which you can't put links in chat, but... Oh, incoming. Interesting. I'm ready. I'm fully ready to blame you for it.
X-Zero-Ray 1980 asked me, can that mother beeper Braethorn build a PC? Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Hell yeah, that mother beeper Braethorn can build a PC. They're the brains behind this whole PC Matchmaker live show you're watching. They're all about finding your budget's sweet spot and piecing together the best gaming rig you can get without breaking the bank. So if you're looking to game like a boss, looks like you found the right person.
That's creepy. It read my stream title and understood what it meant. That's freaky. It understood what it meant. Holy crap. I don't know what to say. I mean, it was awkward as heck because it has a profanity filter on, apparently. But wow, Tangia is a little scary. But no, and I like, it catches me surprised because this was directed at us. It was directed at me, but like, I've heard it say stuff like when on an Oats and Goat stream, right? When on an Oats stream, whenever like they ask it a question, the Joker one in particular would refer to gameplay things about Super Metroid. It would talk about difficulties in running map randos and doing things like that. It's like, holy crap. How is it getting this context? It's context aware. Man, that's crazy. I mean, I know it's not sentient. I understand that. But it is capable. That is really cool. Oh, here, let's play this one. I just want to hear what the voice sounds like. Maxis, that's good. That is good. That's funny. It did, Simple Green. It wasn't that much. I don't think it sounded like Obama. I don't think it sounded like Obama, but it was
Braithorn
very...
asked me, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life. Oh, that's the ultimate joke, isn't it? We dance through this chaotic circus, juggling moments of madness and sanity, while some are out there pondering the stars and whatnot. I'm busy lighting fires and watching the world burn, just to see what color it turns. So what's the punchline? Live a little love. A lot. And never forget, I'm the Joker, baby. Keep your stick on the ice and enjoy the ride.
It's definitely a lot. It's not really as aggressive as the one I would hear in Oates' stream, but the breathing before each sentence, that's crazy, man. Yeah, there was a lot more a lot more diving into the Joker character on the previous ones, but like that's just me giving it a test. Getting a little Ryan Reynolds in there. Yeah. They have to have Optimus Prime. I didn't see that one. So there's a Bender one where it just reads your answer out, your message out loud. This is the TTS where it reads your message out loud, but using my true voice, which, as you all know,
sounds like this, but I have to put effects on it so that it doesn't melt your speakers.
So that's how I trained that TTS. Because in order to, this is just a TTS for Arnold Schwarzenegger. So let's hear what it sounds like.
This is a sample of what my voice sounds like. I am not real. Are you real?
It's fine. It sounds like it's reading off of something rather than a person talking. Real quick, guys, I'm going to do something that I've been trying to do in order to keep pre-rolls from affecting people who are just coming into the stream for the first time. I'm going to run an ad on Twitch on purpose rather than just letting it decide when. But Igor, thank you so much for running all of those. I know it costs 50 bits each time. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate that very much. For those of you watching a YouTube stream, there is a link for the Tangia that pops up now and then. And it just popped up a bit ago. And it's also in the description. And for that, you get coins, and it does that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run a Crash. GLaDOS said Braithorn and said it just fine. It did pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna run an ad and see how long it gives us without pre-rolls. Okay, that gives me 21 minutes where people who click on the stream come in and there are no pre-roll ads. This is advice that I got directly from Thor. Not directly, it was through one of his YouTube shorts. Thor doesn't know me, doesn't know who I am. But yeah, it's just like, hey, one of the things that kills people watching your stream is when they come in and there are 6 ads for them to sit through, and they're not going to stick around for that. So if you run a 1-minute ad, Thank you for that. Was that Igor again? Igor, it was Igor again. Thank you again, Igor. But the thing is, when you do these fun things, it also supports what I do because it's throwing 50 bits my way on Twitch, or there's coinage for Maxis. I'm sorry, I still don't have the Jane hat. I do have my donut hat though, and that fell down. So it's a donut hat. There you go. It's something, and it kind of matches what I'm wearing, so that's cool. What's up, Warwolf Gaming? How's it going? Wow, 15 years, 10 months, 3 days, 5 hours ago. Lotta. Been around for a bit, huh? Oh, can he say Braethorn? I had no idea. Since it's Halloween season, they got Oogie Boogie on the AI list. I think they did. Sorry for the questions. I think I'm nervous because this will be my first game PC. Around 1800 for PC and all accessories. Gonna get the Hero with 4070 Super. Thoughts? Garrett, it will do 1440p gaming, no problem. If you're just gaming, then yes. But if you want more info, more feedback, please fill out the form that's linked in the description so that you can get my full feedback on that. May I send? Did you fill out the form? Let me take a look. Now, here's the thing. Emesis, I don't recommend you buy anything until Thursday, until we see how things go with the new Intel launch, okay? Until then, I hate how this is shading my face now. It's going all right? Pretty good. That's better, I approve. Heck yeah. Sorry, Igor. I might run another manual ad in... Oh, wait, no, it's actually telling me I can't run one at the moment, so I guess I gotta wait a little while. Basically, I need to run an ad every now and then so that when people first come in, they don't get assaulted with ads and they can start watching the stream right away. I hope you guys understand that. That, again, is advice from Thor of Pirate Software, and he said that it works really well for helping welcome people to the stream without having to force them to watch ads. But yeah, Emesis, I'm going to tell you to hold off until Thursday no matter what. We're 2 days away from the launch of a new platform. There's no way that I'm going to say, yeah, go for it right before that. But if you don't care, then you're good. Oh, Vax finally booted. Nice. Well, double down on it to take it off. You don't have to do that. You could save your channel points. Not that there's a whole lot of use to it. That's another thing I need to add in more of. I need to add more things popping up on screen when y'all do stuff. I want y'all to be able to be more part of the stream, which is why I enlarged the chat here for Twitch. Now, YouTube chatters, there's a reason I can't put y'all on the screen, and it's because of Twitch, because of the multi-streaming rules and regulations. I am a Twitch partner, and if I break TOS, I could lose that, and the only way to get it back is going to be to work my way up again, which could take a long time. Posture check, hydrate, you got it. Yeah, I think I only allowed for one redemption of the Jane hat thing, because the Jane hat that I have, wherever it is, here somewhere, is a hand knitted one with actual yarn, with just hand knitted. It's a little rough. It's old, so it gets itchy because I got no buffer between head and hat. Okay, so I was going to check and see here. Okay, Emesis, it caught you. It got you. You see how everybody else has all this information that they had to input? When you selected more than a month from now, parentheses, you should not submit this form yet, you are then telling me, hey, whatever recommendation you make is going to be obsolete by the time I'm ready to buy my PC. So what that means is, when you're ready to make your purchase, you should look at this stuff then, whenever you're actually ready to make... Oh, God, really? Somebody else who put their full email account on display on a live stream. Great. Good job, buddy. You guys, when you fill out a form, I highly suggest that you read it. Read the thing. Who you calling old? My hat. And me. I'm old at heart. And the rest of me, too. We're looking forward to live unboxing on Thursday. Ramsey, if you haven't been here for one of those, they are really fun. You got a bang for your buck 1440p monitor. Was going to buy the Omen 27QS, but reviews are super mixed on it. Yes. It's a Pixio monitor. Let me see which one it was. Hold on a second. It is the PX277 Prime Neo. This one is a 180 hertz refresh rate, 1440p monitor with fast IPS, 1 millisecond greater gray response time, and it is $229. It's really, really nice. Plus, if you're not going to mount the monitor using VESA mounting, the base for the price is really flexible. It actually has, up and down. It has, you can rotate it to vertical mode, and it has, pivot as well, and tilting. It has all the stuff. This is what I use for testing systems now. So yeah, I can definitely, and I have a video for it, but I still haven't published it, and that's my fault. Didn't mean to break your stream rules. I fell out of form. No problem, Garrett. You're good. Are you going to do a review of Skytek's new monitors? If they send me one. Will you be covering the 5000 Gen GPUs when they come out and doing a price to performance comparisons? Price to performance comparisons, X-Ray's Legend, are going to be more for the hardware testing guys. I'm more of an SI channel where I cover system integrators. And whatever price to performance you're going to get off of retail doesn't really have anything to do with system integrators, because SIs will price things a little bit differently. It really depends. And it's not even necessarily always up to them, because they buy from distributors, and that affects the pricing that goes to the site. So price to performance direct from me isn't going to be super helpful, because I'm just going to be talking about system integrators. It's a whole different ballgame. But I can guarantee you those reviews will be out there. What I do is I review PCs as a homogeneous product, not so much the individual parts, which is why you don't see me preparing to launch a video on when the embargo lifts for the new Arrow Lake CPUs. I'm not a hardware reviewer, so I don't get just basic hardware to review like that. If I don't get a system with the new stuff in it, I don't get to review it. Simple as that. That's one of the downsides to that's one of the downsides to the niche that I'm in. The upside is that I get whole PCs that I can like give away or use for testing. That's really cool, except I run out of space very quickly. But yeah. Do you know any white 1440p monitors, Bray? I'm not really, that's another thing where I'm not really a monitor review channel, but there are monitor reviewing channels that are just for the monitors unboxed. Go check them out. Or rtings.com. But really, I don't get these things to review them myself, so it's hard for me to make recommendations for them. You got a good vibe, so I was curious. I'm going to be covering, for 50 series, I'm definitely going to have a system for it. So I will be unboxing a PC or two that has it in there, and you're going to get to see me just... Here's the thing. When you're looking at, like, hardware reviews, it can be hard to take charts and put them in the context of everyday usage. That's what I focus on. When I unbox a PC, I'm not there I do it live. I do it live so that you know you're not getting a curated experience, a curated content. It's something where you get to be there as I take the thing out of the box. I check the cable management, check it for issues, check it for thermals, and then I just run a couple of games and we see how it runs together. We get to see and experience just what it's going to be like to have this system together. Because in the big picture, my audience is mostly made up of people who are new to PCs. Most of y'all have told me that yourselves. And when it comes to that, sometimes those videos can, like, you know, I am part of the audience for Gamers Nexus, but a lot of my audience is not, because it's too much data, too much dry information. Whereas I try to give a more organic experience through my PC reviews. And I think that that's, if you want to have, one thing that is that I don't do secret shopping for my PCs, because I don't think it's that useful. Because with secret shopping, if you get a great one, then you turn around and say, oh, you could buy everything from this company. Or if you get a bad one, nobody buy anything or any product from this company. That's stupid and dumb. Because PCs are a box of variables. And you can have the same company that sells 99% of their PCs have zero problems, but that 1% PC goes to a reviewer and they're screwed. That's not how pre-built reviews should work. The real resource for you guys to find out whether you should give a company your hard-earned money is the one that we're building in the Discord, which is SI Testimonials, where you guys, a community, has been reporting back. You've been reporting back on your experiences directly back to the community to help each other out. That's who you should listen to. Don't just listen to me. I'm one person. I wish there were more people doing dedicated pre-built content like I do, because my voice is not the only one you should hear. So share your voices with everybody else. Looking forward to live unboxing on Thursday. Yeah, I answered that. Awesome. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to break your stream rules. No, you're good. No problem. I love my Acer Nitro monitor. Nice. I just want your opinion on this build I want to show. Well, okay, what you need to do then, I guess, Emesis, the thing is, Emesis, whenever you do this, it cancels out your form because you're not ready to buy. Without knowing that info, you were honest on the forum, and I appreciate that. But without knowing that info, I can't tell you whether something would be good for you or not. Like, I'm going to be like, it's a good PC, because PCs are just good in a vacuum. But if you want to send a link, and, you know, if you want to send a link, you can just DM it to me, if that's something that you want to do. Cooling fans don't work well in a vacuum. Okay, that's, you got me there. Yeah, that is very true, Laptop. Last time I saw a brand new white LCD, aside from one or two Samsung Goldfish bowls at the office, was attached to a Socket T eMachines mini tower. There are white flat screen monitors, flat panel monitors. There are LCD, OLED. There are some out there. Think of like, there are now modern Samsung monitors. Like, oh, you mean the Goldfish bowls? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like the Odyssey G9s, all that. But Lopta, you say cooling fans don't work well in a vacuum. They also don't work well when put up against a solid surface, but you still see some case manufacturers putting them right up against glass. So, oh, also Digital Storm. Man, they got roasted, pun intended, by Jay on that. Oof. Get some white spray paint, and any monitor can be white. You better be good with your with taping, with masking tape. What's up, Kenneth? How's it going? Okay, well, what shall we do? What's Lil Sir? Oh my goodness, how the heck are you? Welcome. We have an OG on site, everybody. It's Lilster. 323. How you been? 3D effects. Monitor should be covered in yellow post-it notes anyways. You know they have non-yellow post-it notes. Why would you just go with those? I guess I can appreciate the old school vibes. Well, how you doing? Been too long. Oops, it's okay. Going good, Kenneth? Awesome. Yeah, it's good. Things are good. I don't know if the last time you stopped by, I was streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, but I basically split my audience up now. I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. But yeah, we have a new product launch coming up on Thursday from Intel, and I'm going to be unboxing a PC, hanging out and all that. It's going to be fun. Max says, I've seen someone use whiteout on a monitor. Does that count as a white one? Sure. Yeah, it does. You have a cute scalp. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you, Steven. I think so. Sounds like loads of fun. It is. It is. I always love doing those. Except that I get exhausted. Man, after those, because, you know, CFS plus standing up all for 5 hours straight and moving heavy PC around and being entertaining for that long, very tiring. Very tiring. Seen one of your YouTube vids. Figured I'd come say hi and hang out. Please do, 3D Effects. How are you doing, though? I hope you're well. Thanks for watching the YouTube stuff. Just bring up a white screen on your monitor and use Sharpies to take notes. Please do not listen to Igor. Thank you. Gigabyte just released a new 27-inch 1440p 180 refresh white monitors. There you go. Gigabyte makes some good monitors. I mean, yeah, okay. I do have that there. Okay, so is our pre-roll ads still disabled? Anyone who's just come in who's not subscribed, did you get a pre-roll ad? I'm trying to manually run 1-minute ads to the point where it will not run pre-rolls for new people coming in. Bro, if you tried RDNA 3.1, it's insane. I daily drive an NVIDIA card, so I have not actually. But I'm glad to hear it's working really well. 27 seems like a nice size for QHD. It is. 1440p in a 32-inch monitor is okay. I think that's where 4K starts to become more viable. 27-inch is a great size for a monitor. I have a couple of 27-inch 1080p monitors, but those are my vertical monitors, where I run things like chat and stuff over here while I'm streaming, which is why whenever I'm reading chat, you see me look this way. Because I mean, of course I could just scale it up and whatnot, but, and also they were cheaper. This is the second time in a row, I think, that I called myself out for talking about why I got the 1080p 27-inch matching monitors. I generally run a TIE Fighter setup. Now I have the prompter here, so when I'm talking, I get to look myself in the eyes, which is a little weird, but when you do video work, you get used to that. It's $280, which isn't bad. Still $60 more than the Pixio one, but it is white. Well, don't need help with the pre-built. Just want a giveaway PC, but love talking PCs. What giveaway PC did you win? What SI was it from, if I may ask? That's awesome. Congratulations. I love rolls, says Broga. Absolutely. Yazofril says, Yazo, I think he said to say that. Yo, can I enter form, or did you do it, and you do it tonight, or too many tonight? I'm not recommending anybody buy anything. We're 2 days away from Arrow Lake launching. That is going to send waves through the industry, and it could be really, really good as the platform that some people should jump onto, or it could just benefit people by dropping prices of current tech. So here's what's basically going to happen. Everybody listen up. Listen up. Here's what's going to happen over the next few weeks, okay? It's particularly when it comes to my recommendations. If someone comes in and they say they just want gaming, and it's going to be like a $2,000 PC or more, I'm going to probably recommend for just gaming PCs that you hold off until November 7th when the 9800X 3D launches. Now we finally have a date for that. And that's really good. Every other use case is probably going to go to Intel if it's good. Because the reason is having more efficient CPUs that have parity with the previous gen with gaming is awesome. Plus gains in multi-threaded processes, productivity, things like that, content creation, all of that should have pretty good gains in the next gen. To me, this is an ideal product launch because the gaming performance of 14th gen was already very, very good. And when you have a multi-purpose PC, I gotta run an ad in a minute to disable pre-rolls again. It does notify me of that, which is helpful. Anyway, so for anything other than just a gaming PC, it's going to be like, oh, after Thursday, we're good. We can start doing these. And the good thing about having something that's more efficient, that still performs really well, is that it's great for SIs. They get to have more reliable, stable PCs that still have very good performance. Perfectly competitive with AMD, just it's not going to be at the top of the charts. But who freaking cares? You don't have to be at the top of the charts to have a good time. That's the thing that AMD kind of forgot. And so did Intel. They both forgot this. They both wanted to be at the top of the charts, so they were stressing their CPUs too much. And now both AMD and Intel have taken a step back, but AMD flubbed the launch of 9000 series. So it's not selling well. Plus people on the AMD side are like, well, I want the X3D one. That's coming out on the 7th of November. 2 weeks and 2 days from now. But for most PCs, like I'm talking about like 50% of y'all come in and say that you want to stream. Now the 9800 X3D will be able to game and stream, but it is otherwise a one-trick pony. It's for gaming. That's what it's for. Are the Pixio ones good? Yes. Bray watching Bray talk about Bray. AMD already announced it will end support for AM5 until 2027. Oh yeah? They said they would stop making CPUs for AM4 in 2020. How'd that work out? They did it for 4 more years. UFD Charity, not an SI, custom-built MSI Monster Hunter themed PC. That's awesome. 3D effects. Very cool. You won that? Congrats. Will a Intel i9 14900K with a 4080... Okay. Yeah, of course it will. Why wouldn't it be able to do that? Yes. But you don't need a 14900K for that, yes. You don't need that. You're using more power and introducing extra heat for no reason. Backstock? Backstock doesn't mean anything unless you put it into new CPUs, which they did for 4 additional years. They launched the 5800 X3D after that 2020 cutoff, and it was a marvel of a CPU. Do not underestimate AMD. Do not underestimate AMD. Here's the thing, guys. Don't be a fanboy. Okay? Intel, for the last year and a half, has been awful and terrible in their support and their responsibility to the customer. Intel fanboys should be furious with them. And then they should then proceed to stop being Intel fanboys and just buy whatever's right for them at any given time, whether it's AMD or Intel. Because when you're like laughing about them saying they're going to end support in 2027, that smacks of fanboyism right there. And you're not looking at the reality of the situation. AMD supports their platforms for a long time. Intel sucks at that. They take your money for a platform. They give you 2 generations of CPUs that support it, and then you have to buy. What is it? Okay, what are they really going to do with 151 more pins that they couldn't do with 1,700 pins? Really? They didn't need those extra 151 pins. Look at what AMD did with a fixed number of pins in AM4. It is insane. Look at first gen Ryzen versus a 5800 X3D. Insane. Without 1 extra pin. That is engineering. That's advancement. That's the opposite of lazy. That's saying you made an investment in our platform. We're rewarding that. Here's awesome upgrades for you. Z-Shrink says it's a sick machine. Are you talking about the one, that 3D effects one? That's awesome. I should find an AM3 board for my son's Phenom 2X4. Should you? Should you though? That was a pretty build. Yeah. I like the Monster Hunter stuff. MSI did a good job with that. More power, baby. I love my AM4 build. It's awesome. Yeah. I bet the mobile vendors want people to buy new sockets, not Intel. Well, no, they don't develop it though. Intel is the one who develops it, and they've had this 2 CPU generations per socket thing going on for a while now. So it's Intel. Think about it. Every time every time they come out with a new socket, motherboard vendors have to buy new, more expensive stuff. I don't think they want that. I don't think they actually want that, because they buy the chipsets from Intel. They buy the sockets and all that stuff. Yeah, from Intel. So yeah. More pins equals more better. Caveman brain. Yeah. Big number get bigger. I've not played Monster Hunter. Neither have I. But they get to sell more motherboards. Whoever's buying a PC, like, they buy whatever motherboard they have to. So if it was the same socket, if it's a new builder, they're going to have to buy a motherboard anyway. And the longer a certain technology is there, the more refined it gets. The more refined the BIOS becomes, the more stable it becomes. And Intel saying, no, out with the old, in with the new every couple generations of CPU must be so aggravating for motherboard manufacturers, because every time it's starting from scratch, early adopter woes, every couple generations. It is way too frequent. They got to knock that off. And not to say that there aren't issues whenever AMD introduces a new chipset with the new, but it's still the same socket. So socket, chipset, 2 separate things. I get that. Okay. But it is going to be even, adding that extra difference in there, the extra socket, all that, how they need to communicate, how those pins need to communicate with everything. It is more complicated than just, okay, we're throwing another AM4 on this motherboard. Here you go. Here's it. New AM4 with a new chipset. There you go. Okay, we got AM5. Okay, cool. Now we got X870. Here you go. Now you have to have USB 4. There you go. It's USB 4. Like, that's more simple, I think, but not quite, but sort of. Look, there's no clear-cut thing to this. I just whinge. It's my right. It's my job. If a mobile vendor can keep the same socket for many years, the boards become cheaper to make, and they can still sell at the same price. There you go. And again, it's more stable that way, because you're not changing everything. You're just updating the chipset. Bam, done. 2 new AM4 yet to be released, correct? At this point, like, I know I was touting the fact that they're still releasing them 4, maybe 5 years after they launched, after they said that they would stop supporting it. And I was congratulating them on that. But at this point, I don't care about AM4 anymore. Now that AM5 is reliable. Another reason I went AM4, I was coming from a 6600K. Nice. I went to AM4 from a 4790K. Like 4 years ago. 4 years ago? That's when I started covering pre-builds. Well, dude, frame gen is real on RDNA 3. Sick. I'm having a hard time choosing between the Pixie and the Gigabyte. One, both. 27,001,400. What? Okay. It's a $60 difference, Hayden Allen official. So you choose whether you want to get the white one for $60 more. 4790K. Yep. That's the thing. When you go to a mechanic shop and you see what the head mechanic drives, you're going to be like, whoa, you drive an old beat up car? Yeah, because they know exactly the minimum needed to do to keep that thing running. That was me with my 4790K system, because I was an IT guy. And I was like, this thing is still great. I'm fine. It's got to change out the GPU now and then. I'm good. Yeah. I have 5600X lying around. Should I do something with it? Just wondering. Sure, make a home theater PC. Or make a VR PC. I don't know. Whatever you want. Given the new updates. I mean, you can get an AM4 motherboard super cheap. Even the ITX ones are cheap now. If you want to get a small system put together so that you can just, you know, game on your TV or whatever, you know, as long as it's a decent TV, because otherwise it's going to be a bad experience. But yeah, you can do something with that or sell it. Won't sell for a lot, but I went from 2130U on the Dell Latitude 6600K to 3600 to 5700X. Yeah, that makes sense. Perhaps my Core 2 Duo is a Mechanics Ford Escort. Perhaps. What's up, Luxitizer? How's it going? I kept an i7 920 running until early this year. Wow. That's something. 3 digits there, everybody. 3 digits. Lux, did you see this one before? There you go. If you hadn't seen that one, that's the new one for subscribers right there. For lurking. AM4 boards you kind of don't want to cheap out on. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about the model. I'm saying the pricing on all models of AM4 motherboards are cheaper now. Yeah, I was here when you made it. Well, no, I didn't have the one that's animated there. I didn't have the one that was animated. I made that off stream. Yo, what's up, Celtic Reaper? How's it going? Cat call incoming. Who's cat calling me? Intel had a come to Jesus moment this year. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, it's animated now. I see. No, I didn't see it. Thanks. You're welcome. I have a bunch of new emotes in there. Check them out. Have you done any X870 motherboard review or recommendations? Nope. I don't get sent hardware like that. And besides, my default thing is going to be to recommend X670E or something like that. Oh, nice. You got the Blossom one there. I like that it's just me lurking, just like, oh, it's so slow. Oh, my bad. I meant both at 20. Yeah, I got it afterwards. That's okay. I wasn't really confused. I was more making a joke, but yeah. My buddy tried running his 3600 on his B450 AM4, and it would lock his RAM on that board. It B350. Was that with an updated BIOS? I imagine it was. You gotta look at the notes on the BIOS version. Make sure that it supports 3000 series. I know I should not have given my cat a smartphone for the cat call. Yeah, Sailor. I'm not even joking about this C2D board. What did I miss about the... Oh, perhaps my Core 2 Duo. Core 2 Duo is Mechanics Ford Escort. Yeah, sure. It did, but with locked DIMM slot. So basically locked at JEDEC speeds. Okay. That's weird. How much of an upgrade do you predict with the new AMD cards? CPUs? The new chips? 10-15%. Average, probably about 10%. It's not going to be something where you have a 7800X3D and you replace it with a 9800X3D. It's not going to be that. It's going to be where if you're buying a new PC, you get that for the benefits. It's probably going to be a little bit more efficient and stuff because of the new architecture, all of that. But having a 7800X3D, if that's what you already have, you're fine. You're fine for years. You do not need to do anything. You're good. Hope you're doing wonderful on this beautiful Tuesday. Sorry, I read that wrong, and it's also not Thursday. Thursday, if it was Thursday, I'd be standing up and yelling about Intel. In a good way, hopefully. For those who do not know, who have just come into the stream, Thursday is a big unboxing and testing stream for a new Intel Core Ultra 7 system from VR LA Tech, and we're going to be giving that one away. Please make sure you're here. like the dry bays of the large case when I'm trying to free up some space. Large case. What kind of case is it? It was a very cut down board. He ended up getting a B550 and it was fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when I say that boards are cheap now, doesn't mean buy a cheap board. It means like the whole product stack of AM4 motherboards is cheaper now. As in prices have dropped because it's a quote unquote dead platform. Antec 100. Seems familiar. Yeah, I had one of those. There are sensor panels that fit a 5 1/4 bay that you could throw in there. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, Trenton, don't bother with the 9800X3D. It's gonna be a little bit of an improvement, but you have to remember, for one thing, gaming relies more on the GPU than the CPU, and the 7800X3D was already world-class performance. So it's gonna be like second on the charts instead of first. You'll be okay. You don't need to spend the money on a 9800X3D. It's gonna be more for people building a new system or upgrading from like socket AM4 or switching over from Intel. It's going to be like, if you don't already have one, this is what you get. I got a free Y60. I hate this case. Why do you hate the Y60? I mean, I have my reasons why the Y60 annoys me. Cleaning out the bottom filter is annoying because you have to turn the whole PC over to get it out of there. And also you can't put full-size PCIe cards in there. But other than that, it's a great case. But those are my pet peeves. Also, you can't remove the filters from the side panel and the top panel. That's also annoying. It's more annoying on the side panel because that's an intake, but whatever. I misheard that as Wise60, which was an old serial terminal. I like those. Yeah, I wasn't maligning the Wise60. I was talking about the Height Y60. Still, I honestly don't know where I'll be on Thursday. Still, perhaps these new chips will push down the cost of an LGA 1700 board a bit. They definitely should. That's usually how the progression goes. But I always forget about the age difference between us. A little strange. It's not strange to think about. I'm just a weird dude on the internet. Like, it doesn't really affect anything. Well, you guys are getting the chill, just chatting stream that you wanted. Looking at the form submissions, we had 2 people submit tonight, and one was Garrett Heath. And Garrett, the thing was that I was recommending, like for both Emesis and Garrett, I recommended for both y'all that we pulled off. But Emesis, you said you posted something on Discord. I had said earlier, if there's a link to the build, you can just DM it to me. So you can just click my name, click send Whisper, and then send that to me, and then I can take a peek at it. But without a filled out form, I can't really give you very good feedback. I know you filled it out, but it cut you off because you're not ready to buy. Another thing is, remember that you're not ready to buy for more than a month from now. So my advice is not going to be very helpful. Whenever you are ready to buy, you should look at whatever is the best thing at that time. Coming from a Corsair 4000, I rather prefer that one. It's a more straightforward case for sure. My GPU gets hot by the glass on the Y60. It'll do that. See if you have your bottom fans in the bottom of the case. By the way, if you don't have fans in the bottom there, you need those. That's how the GPU gets cooled. But see if your bottom fan there, the bottom fans, 2 of them, are on their own fan header. So then you can have those be adjusted by GPU temperature rather than CPU temperature. Because what's probably happening when you're gaming, the GPU gets hot, but the CPU doesn't get that hot, so the fans don't ramp up. So, yeah, you're not a weird guy, Bray. I absolutely am. Can you put bottom fans in any case? No, it has to have places for fans on the bottom and ventilation for them, like the Y60 does. Now, another thing, Trenton, if you want, you can actually just, if those bottom two fans are on their own fan header on the motherboard, you can just adjust the fan curve to just run them at like 70% all the time if you want. It's going to be loud, but your GPU will never get hot, really. Well, a little hot, but not that hot. You don't have any? No wonder it's getting hot. You're missing out on one of the best features of that case. I mean, it's not the best bottom airflow, but that's why if you're going to have a vertical GPU, it has to have good airflow, and you're good. Put some really good fans in there, you're golden. Yeah, the GPU is not getting much air at all with that setup. Ray or weird, but your favorite type of weird. Thank you. Do you have a Dremel? Yeah, I guess that would work. You look tired, Bray. Thanks. It's this top-down lighting makes the bags under my eyes look bigger. My light is like up there instead of like off to the side here or something like that. Because if I look up more, they kind of disappear a bit. So I still have bags under my eyes, but they're just heightened by that. I've been running side open, honestly. Well, then it's going to be better. It's not forcing any air into it. That's just ambient air. What lights do you use? It's a little overkill. But I have an Amaran F22C 2-foot by 2-foot LED panel. And then I have a little bar light over here to the side. As you can see, that helps quite a bit. That's called a fill light. And then I have a rim light coming up from up here, which is why I have the shiny spot on the top of my coconut there. But it helps to outline everything, like my shoulders and all that, to separate me from the background to help with green screening. Know of any vertical GPU mount cases where the back plate is facing the side panel? No, I don't know of that. Yes, I said coconut. Yeah, that would be weird, 3D effects. Because you'd have to have the PCIe slot farther away from the motherboard, or from where it would normally be. Now, if you want, you can go for something like one of the new Evo cases, O11 Evo cases, where you can sort of really, like, what do they call them? Lateral mount, something like that. Like really vertically mount it where the side intake fans would normally be. You could do that. That displays the GPU nicely, but it's also kind of a weird way to have your GPU set up. Do you think the new Intel CPUs will keep up with the new AMD CPUs? Keep up with them in what way? They're going to overtake AMD when it comes to any content creation stuff. I'm pretty certain of that. When it comes to gaming, AMD owns gaming right now with any 3D V-Cache chips. So that's the current state of things. But the thing is, you don't have to have the CPU that's at the top of the charts if gaming is your main goal. Because the CPU is not as important as a GPU with gaming. You're glowing, Bray. I am. I guess while we're just hanging out, I'm going to go in and see if I can do a move value thing for the glow. Or let me adjust the glow a little bit first. See, what I would do is this. I would basically have it to where it's like doing something like that, but very slowly. Or change the color. Or I could have it be more intense, but smaller, kind of like this. What do y'all think is better? Bigger, but less intense? Like that? Or smaller, but more intense? Yeah, why did you say it's Dr. Phil if you're not comparing me to Dr. Phil? I've read about the AMD cards running hotter. Ordered my setup in LANCOL 215. Haven't gotten it yet, but I'm sure Alexander will make it legit. Yeah, they test everything before it goes out the door. He said Phil case. Oh, I said Dr. Phil. Oh, okay. I said I have a Phil light. I kind of, well, it's kind of making this, oh, it's because that's reflecting a bit. But I could also change the color but that blends in too much with the background. I want it to contrast with the background. Like that. I do not have custom in-ears, no. These are just the Truthier Critical Zeros. They're like $50 and they're freaking amazing. $50 dual driver in-ear monitors. They're awesome. I just realized my shirt has some green on it. Is it like, it has a weird effect to it. I guess I could put an additional one. Oh, that's sick. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm putting that purple glow outside the glow that's like the teal one. So look at that. That way, I still have the separation from the background. This is it right there. That's the glow, right? So I still have that separation from the background, but I also still have a little bit of purple glow there. Pretty cool. Looks good. All right, Maxes, take it easy. You should get some and put RGB on it, or Let's Go Nerds, or the logo beside you. The logo beside me, I tried putting some outer glow on it, and it didn't quite look that good. It didn't look that good because there's like very small elements in the PDF that sort of grabbed it. Didn't look good. That's a sweet mic. I am running the SteelSeries Novas. I was looking at the wireless ones because you can monitor audio really good with those because of the base station on it. But I like IEMs. They don't get hot. My head doesn't get hot. And also, you have to think about like any kind of leatherish strap just on scalp gets really uncomfortable. So I don't use a headset for that reason. No problem, Garrett. So you recommend waiting the Alexander Hero with 4070 Super seemed to be better than anything else I could get anywhere else I looked. I mean, if you want that, you can go for it. The budget you put was $2,000, even though you told me before it was like $1,800 with, or something like that, with accessories or peripherals and stuff. But I mean, that's, if you want that, lifetime warranty, all that good stuff, go for it. But anything with the newer stuff is going to be more expensive because you're looking at a more expensive CPU. And you're just doing gaming in 1440p, yeah, you can go with that system and you'll be happy with it. And actually, because it's over $1,000, you can use code Breathorn and get $50 off. But aside from that, if you want to wait 2 days to hear about what happens with the new stuff, you can. Totally up to you. Yeah. What about the 7900 GRE? I know about as much of that. I know as much about that one as you do. Just rumors. We don't have any solid information. Oh, wait, not 7900 GRE. I was thinking 7650 GRE. 7900 GRE is awesome, but they don't offer it in most SIs. They just don't have that one. With the Hero, it is whatever GPUs are there, and that's it. That's what they had to do in order to get pricing the way it is to, they got to limit options and whatnot. But yeah, this microphone, Trenton, is the Shure Super 55. It is a dynamic supercardioid microphone. So it rejects a lot of outside sounds. The off-axis rejection is really good. Hoping I ain't got to worry about anything. Really just want to plug and play on high settings. Steven, that's going to depend on the game. Some games are harder to run than others, but a 4070 Super for 1440p can do an awful lot. They can do a lot. The only thing that you shouldn't do is expect specific FPS. As long as it's playable, that's really all that matters. 60 or higher. But if you look at, let me show you a chart real quick. All right. So this chart right here is, I accessed, oh, I just messed up. That glow is messed up now. Dang it. Hold on a second. gotta fix that now. Actually, check this out. This is another option here. A drop shadow. Look at that. Pretty sick, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna run that for now, actually. So this chart, why is my green, okay, my green screen's acting up. That's what it was. It wasn't the glow, it was the green screen. Okay, what? Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Why is it doing this? Oh, God. 1 second. Move this back where it was. Over here. There, now I can see this mess right here. There we go. Perfect. Now the glow will look better too. Yeah, but I kind of like the shadow more, so we'll rock that. Okay. Here's what I was saying. So if you look at the 4070 Super, it's right here. 7900 GRE is going to be a little higher. Once if you turn on ray tracing in any games, this is going to actually overtake the 7900 GRE. This is generational performance at 1440p Ultra. This is testing multiple games, multiple games. Okay, and the 4070 Super is closer to the 4070 Ti than it is to a standard 4070. Look at that. And this is averaging 105 FPS over many games in 1440p Ultra. There you go. That's all you need. That's all I need to know. The 13400F is not important when it comes to gaming because you're talking about 1440p or 4K, right? 1440p is a higher resolution, meaning fewer frames per second are being generated by the GPU, meaning the CPU has less work to do. Plus, that 13400F is a 10-core CPU that is actually very good for gaming with 6 performance cores and 4 efficiency cores. The benefit there is the efficiency cores. Those 4 little efficiency cores handle background tasks to let the 6 performance cores focus on gaming. And that makes more of a difference than you might think. So, it's fine. Alexander PCs is really good at what they do. And yeah, you can trust them with that stuff. However, if you're not sure or you do want to wait, you're perfectly free to do that. If you've already found something that you feel pretty confident with, then you can go with that. Like it's not anything that's it's not gonna implode when you try to game just because you didn't get a 9800 X3D or whatever. The CPU is far less important, especially in higher resolution gaming, than the CPU is far less important than the GPU, especially in high resolution gaming like 1440p and 4K. What are you gonna be for Halloween? I haven't really thought about it. I used to think about that, and like we used to have special fun Halloween spooky streams, play spooky games, do stuff like that, and we actually have a stream on Thursday, but I just don't know. With launch season and all that, I haven't really been thinking about it too much. I miss doing those, but it was always a lot of work to get it set up to where we could do pumpkin carving, and we would have a few other streamers join us, and it was really cool, but I just didn't prepare it this year. Can I be Braythorn? Well, if you don't mind shaving your head, go for it. Your mic looks expensive. It is less expensive than a SM7B, so there's that. And I think it's better, in my opinion, just for looks. Let's be honest, how many people are turning on ray tracing with a monitor setup that most consumers do not have? Well, enough that NVIDIA took a big risk and is still on top. They invested in ray tracing, and then game studios actually implemented it. A lot of them did, so yeah, it's there. Think about it this way. You can get ray tracing now on consoles. Ray tracing succeeded. It did. I know some good custom in-ear companies. Yeah, I mean, I used to do audio stuff, and I know a few of them. But it's just, to me, it's getting this performance for $50 is awesome. Plus, I mean, these look really good. Don't Harris this. You're saying like Harris Heller? What did Harris do? What does Harris do that I'm doing? Let me know. But yeah, I love the zeros. Like, look at this. Look at this pattern on them. Okay? It's like they knew. It's like a purple blue nebula on there. It's gorgeous. I couldn't be happier with these things. For $50, guys. Dual driver? Yo. And that's a recommendation coming from Bad Seed Tech right there. Okay, let's see here. Wait. Emesis, you said sent? I don't have any whispers on Twitch. I don't have any viewership on viewership. I don't have any. I have viewership on Twitch. You are the viewership, but no, I don't have any whispers on Twitch. Oh, okay. Okay. First off, we don't get political here, but secondly, it's insane to assume that every politician does like you don't have dodging questions from every politician from every corner. It's like politics 101. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna run a quick ad over on Twitch just to turn off pre-rolls. So for those of y'all who are not subbed, sorry, it's just gonna be 1 minute, and that means new viewers come in and don't have to sit through a bunch of ads. So starting now. I promise I won't say anything interesting while the ads are running. Well, maybe I can't promise that. I'm very interesting. Anyway, just a minute. Hayden, you're subscribed, so it doesn't affect you. Good lord. If you want to see 3 Braythorn twins, just watch the video that I put up yesterday. Crash. Oh, we called them Clash. What is this, Clash of Clans? Yeah, you got gifted a sub at some point. Twitch Turbo for the win. There you go. I can't believe I don't have Twitch Turbo, honestly. I probably should. You didn't notice that full Triforce going on next to your name there? And all the new emotes that you can use? I put new emotes up. Check them out. And it was a lot of work because I made them myself. Well, I like it. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing where what somebody will do when they want you to ignore their flaws is they point out the flaws of others, even though it's something that they've been doing themselves. And it's honestly, it's a tactic that people use in everyday life. Tell me you haven't avoided a question yourself now and then. We've all done it. But yeah, it is politics 101 to avoid questions. I have 5600X and 3080 build. Is it worth it to sell it on Jawa or keep it? Well, what I would do is, personally, I can't go without a PC. So I would, well, I mean, then again, you want to use that money to put towards a new one. So, but I will say this. I'm going to be, those PCs I said I was selling, I haven't been able to sell a single one of them. Not one. So I'm going to be opening up a Jawa account of my own so I can sell them on there because they do things like printing shipping labels for you and handling incidents and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. I'm just going for A+ and network A+. Just have to mess around with it, you know? Oh, yeah. Well, good luck with those, by the way. I'm voting for Kratos. Well, I do dig the look, so... I used to have a Kratos beard for a bit. Oh, my main is 700 X3 and 700 XTX. Then yeah, sell it on Jawa. Yeah, just the good thing about Jawa is you can see what other people are paying for that kind of build. So it'll help you temper your expectations on how much you'll get for it. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, let's try this. I want to try something. What if I put a third glow effect and make that even dimmer but wider? Let me see what that looks like. That doesn't quite work. Hold on, let me switch it from outer glow to inner glow. Watch this. A little crazy. Well, it doesn't quite work because they just blend together. They don't really layer. How about this? We're gonna turn this one off. And we'll do this. Ooh, that looks terrible. Hold on. Yeah, that looks really bad. That's not working at all. That looks pretty bad too. What is this happening next to me? What is that? Okay, stroke doesn't work. Oh well, this is fine. Already looks pretty good. Don't you get dizzy? Yeah, I do get dizzy. You're making me dizzy right now. Oh my gosh. But should I just keep it for a learning aspect to mess around with without caring? If like that's the thing is like, where is that of value to you? Because what you can do is you can set up a server client setup in your home. That's you getting into Homeland. If that's of value to you, then absolutely do that. But or you could use it to start a home lab, as in the server, and then you get a couple of Raspberry Pis to be clients, that kind of thing. What's Jawa? It's a site where people can buy and sell PC hardware and pre-built and custom-built PCs. Used hardware usually, but there are some sellers there that build PCs from brand new parts and sell them there like a system integrator. It's a really cool site. What do you mean, welcome to the chat room? I've been in the chat room. What the heck? That's okay. Use those emotes. That's what I made them for. I really want to do this, but Finite Singularity was on stream the other day and reached out saying like, hey, let's do a stream where let's do a stream together and we can set stuff up on your stream, because this glow effect was made by Finite Singularity. And I shared the link to it on stream on Sunday and all that. But it would be a great time to set up the Stream Ripper system and start with a blank canvas. Because with Finite Singularity's help, I can do things like when I know I feel a rant coming on, I can make myself Hulk out by making myself start to glow green. Okay, what happened to my screen just now? Can you guys... Okay. Can you guys see me? Am I good now? Can you see me now? We should be back online. Of course, I open up this screen here, and my viewership has dropped to like 6 people. Cool. I am lost because I lost most of my audience. Most people left. That's what happens when a stream crashes. This is why I can't stream on this machine anymore. I really just can't do it. Thank you for continuing to lurk, Luxtizer. Appreciate it. But we're here. We're going. Twitch is saying that I have 0 viewers. It's not nice, Twitch. I know we have a few. We got a few. But okay. We are back. Hey, Bray, what happened? Stream crashed. Happens. But it's okay. I think on Twitch they might have to refresh the count. Guys, refresh the stream, please. Just to let them know it's you. But yeah, we're here. We're back. I did blue screen for a second. Thank you so much, guys, for those of you who stuck around. I do appreciate it. When a stream crashes like that, there's people who are lurking who will not refresh the stream, who won't be back, and that's one downside to that. But it makes you want to be like, just forget it. I'll do this. I'll stream another day. But I can't believe we've mostly just been chatting this whole time, and it's already been what, 3 hours? That was a sad few minutes for me. It was a stressful few minutes for me. I didn't refresh and it says 11. Good, good, good. Thank you. Appreciate that. What's up, Pawpaw Gamer? How's it going? Michael Superbacker, what's up, buddy? How are you? Two hours? Well, no, I mean, I've been streaming since 8:15. But yeah, we're here. We're back. We're streaming. I just got my notification. I made it. Hey, well, there's a blessing in disguise. The reason you just got a notification was because the stream crashed completely and I had to restart it. So glad you made it in. I got to think of some things to put up on the stream to sort of recognize you guys. I used to have these where it would show the latest subscriber, top bit contribution, things like that. And you see it on a lot of streamers' overlays. I'd like to do something like that. Yeah, almost 3. Started 8:30-ish. I started at 8:15-ish, right? 8:20, 8:15, 8:20. I don't know. I can't see it anymore because now I can't. It's not going to show on OBS how long my broadcast has been going. I'm good. How are you guys? We're good. We're good. We're just Thursday is going to be the launch day for the new CPUs from Intel. So we're all anxiously awaiting that, and so basically we're just hanging out because and on Thursday we're doing a big unboxing and testing stream of a new Intel system with the new Core Ultra 7 CPU, and we're even going to be doing a PC giveaway. So I want, and that actually, the goal is to start at 6 p.m. Central for that, so that we can get a nice, good, long test of that system. We can get a good look at it. System is going to be from VRLA Tech. They are overnighting it tomorrow, so hopefully everything goes well with that. They're fully testing it right now because that's what they do with all the PCs they send out. I refreshed and they made me watch an ad. Ooh, wrong account. Oh, okay. I could run. The thing is, I had just run an ad to get rid of pre-rolls, and then I restart the stream, and they're like, "Oh, you get pre-rolls now, pre-roll ads, unless you want to run another ad, buddy." All right, thanks, Bezos. You got it. Oh, there's a notification going out. How about that? Dirtbag, I generally say no to Cyberpower PC. They have now a history of having bad customer service. It doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter how cheap it is price-wise, and it doesn't even matter if it's very good quality. If you have terrible customer service, I won't recommend you. Period. That's a promise. So CyberPower PC gets a no from me. And that's me wanting every SI to do better. Some SIs have world-class customer service, and then yep, that's good. Keep that up, because it's work not just to establish that, but to keep it going. I read Lunar Lake and Intel is blamed by Qualcomm for false marketing. I don't think end user ever asked Qualcomm to make ARM chips for Windows. That's a couple yeah, I don't know about the false marketing thing. But really Arrow Lake is what we're more concerned with around here, because we talk more about desktops than anything mobile. Fancy Windows marketing to compete with Apple. Marketing is marketing. Marketing is not, the purpose of marketing is not to be super duper honest and straightforward. It is to sell you things. And it always will be. Mr. Dursley, there's no such thing as magic, then watches a Braithorn stream. Yeah, but Dirtbag over on YouTube asked about whether CyberPower PC is still any good. I'm just not a fan of CyberPower PC's lack of interest in providing good customer service. Between iBuyPower and CyberPower, iBuyPower has world-class customer service. Just watch the Secret Shopper series, the latest one from LTT, and watch the tech support episode. That episode should have won it for iBuyPower for the third time in a row, and it didn't. HP won it, which is like, I don't recommend the whole series, but that episode, super, super good. I cannot believe HP won that crap. I don't think OEMs should even be able to participate. Although it's nice to see Dell always get owned on that series. It's great. But yeah, so because of the fact that there's a product launch in 2 days and a platform launch in 2 days, we're holding off on making recommendations until then. So this has been a pretty boring stream for everybody, where I'm just yapping constantly and not helping anyone. HP is good for tech support. They did okay in that episode. They did pretty good. But iBuyPower trounced everyone in that episode. They just demolished every competitor in that episode. But Battle, I imagine you're trying to say Battle Mage right here. Battle Mage releases around the corner before the deadly Q3 release for core Intel. Sinbleed, you're misreading this Intel situation. And so are a lot of people. For one reason, and one reason alone: gaming performance. Like, it's not a step back like it was with 11th gen. It's going to be more or less at parity with current gen in gaming, but at half the power draw, or 40% less. That's what progress is. That is actually advancing the technology. It's the same people who tell you you have to get an i9 for gaming. If you don't get an i9, you're not at the top of the charts. You're not a real gamer. Get that out of here. That's misreading it completely. We've been asking them for years to use less power, put out less heat. And when they finally do it, oh, we're at the top of the charts. Just get a 9800X 3D when that comes out. Shut up. I'm not telling you particularly shut up. I'm just mean everyone who has those complaints should shut up and appreciate the fact that they're actually trying this time and not just shoving more power and more frequency into it to solve the problem. It's like a rich person who just throws money at every issue without seeing the nuance. No, there's nuance to it. You're not always going to be at the top of the chart. Sometimes you need to set a new foundation for, I mean, that's why they're resetting with the naming convention, which I think is stupid and dumb. And I wish they didn't do that. It should just be 15th gen. But it's not. And that shows intention. Also, Intel isn't poor. They're still one of the biggest companies in the world. Let's not be fanboys. And what that means is, when they do bad, we say they do bad. But we don't say they do bad when they're actually doing good. Now, could it still be bad? If they flub the launch, absolutely. I was excited about 9000 series from AMD. But guess what? AMD screwed the pooch royally on that one. It was such a bad launch. It was the baddest of bad launches. It was a month too early, and that's because they delayed it for 2 weeks. They should have waited an additional month to get the latest AGESA out along with it, so that multi-CCD chips didn't have so much latency between chiplets. Did they do that? No. They let the initial reviews of their product be absolutely terrible because they released it when it was still not a good product. Not awful or anything, because it was another situation where it wasn't going to be at the top of the charts, but they were focusing on efficiency, and people didn't like that. We tell them we want them to not overheat. We tell them we want them to be just like, hey, come on, be smarter, make it better, yada, yada. But then when they actually are like, okay, we're going to focus on that, they get freaking out. People outside their gates with torches and pitchforks. I just combined pitchforks and torches into the word torques, which is not the same thing. Really hope Intel's back on track and ready to fight. I hope investors show some pity and compassion. Well, yeah, that's me. We need Intel to do well here. We need to not make it a self-fulfilling prophecy by telling everyone around us that it's going to fail, because then people will look for failure. And there will always be some kind of compromise. If you focus on the compromise, you don't see where they succeed. Don't de-write NVIDIA. They're not part of the conversation yet, but they will be. What's up, Cherokee Vapor? How's it going? I bought 4 iBuyPower PCs, have not had a single problem. Nice. You're helping me by keeping me entertained, Igor. I'm happy to do so, always. I'm going to be here, like, championing this. You know what they're giving us? And I've said this before. You know what they're giving us by focusing on efficiency? They're giving us overclocking back. Intel removed overclocking from the conversation when they set their chips to run at 100 degrees Celsius right out of the box because they were desperate to be at the top of the charts. They're finally giving up on that. For one generation. They're like, we're not going to be able to compete with 3D V-Cache. There's no way. So we focus on raising IPC on our E-cores and raising E-core performance, because guess what? That's going to make our chips insanely great for everything that isn't gaming. And it's awesome because there's so many other use cases in gaming, but it's all anybody ever focuses on in gaming. Guys, PC gaming is a small part of the market relative to professional use, office use, other stuff like that. So we want Intel to be financially viable, so we still have a competitor, AMD, and this is what they needed to do. And it's still going to be good for gaming because guess what? You're still going to have the same great gaming performance from 13th and 14th gen. And let's be honest, 14th gen is 13th gen. It's just going to run at less power. It's not going to be an uptick in performance, but they're setting it up to where the next generation can be potentially really competing with AMD in gaming. So I got a lot to say about this upcoming launch, which is good because I'm going to say all of it during the live unboxing and testing of the Core Ultra 7 system. And I'm so glad we're going with the Core Ultra 7 because damn it, I'm so tired of everyone thinking they have to get the most expensive thing to have any fun. The number of people that should get the Core Ultra 9 versus the Core Ultra 7, that ratio is huge. Like, it should be this much Core Ultra 9, this much Core Ultra 7, and even more on Core Ultra 5. Because if you're in gaming, if you're doing gaming, it's still going to be, Core Ultra 5 is still going to be, what, 16 cores? Core Ultra 7, 20 cores? And 24 for Core Ultra 5. Core Ultra 9, excuse me. That's going to be for someone who is a prosumer, who makes money off of editing video or compiling code or things like that. Gaming and streaming, 16 cores, yeah, you're going to be all right. Core Ultra 5, all day long. I hope no bloodbath on Wall Street boards on 31st. 31st, perhaps. I mean, here's the thing. When there's rumors and stuff, I mean, Intel's probably, I need to look, I don't really do stocks, but if that is a good way to see the state of the industry. Intel's probably going up with the upcoming launch, and it'll go down after the launch, just like it did with Tesla in their event, because you, what is it? buy the promise, sell the news, whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever that quote is that everybody was saying after Tesla thing, as if it was their original thought when they just heard one person say it and they're like, oh, that sounds good. Let's say that. Whatever. I bought my first major gaming PC from your advice 3 years ago. Awesome. Yeah, and I think what is it? At that time, 3 years ago, one of the best places to buy from was CyberPower PC. And at that time, we didn't have the luxury of being picky about things like customer service. Who had GPUs was all we could think about. And they had them. And they had good prices too. There was a while where we were doing a lot of systems that were CyberPower. And at that time, I believe their service was better. And we can't ever predict whether they're going to deprioritize something. So I do feel bad about ever recommending them before. But once I started hearing back from people like, hey, the service isn't that good, I then removed them from the rotation of companies that I recommend. That's really all I can do. But if it's worked for you, then good. You got nothing to worry about. And you can get service from them. It's just not ideal compared to some other companies. Wait, were you the one saying that you got from CyberPower? No, I buy power. Never mind. I got confused. Someone said before the whole crash thing that they bought from CyberPower. So sorry if that wasn't you. Thanks, Braithorn. Gave me some hope. I work for Intel on driver team. That customers still have faith at Intel. That's awesome to hear. That's really cool. Like the thing is, like, again, it's honestly better for you guys over at Intel that people not be Intel fanboys, because then they create unrealistic expectations. We need to be clear about losses and celebrate successes. That's what we need to do. We need to communicate whenever something's not good and then give credit where credit is due when it is good. My video that I put up yesterday, go check that out if you haven't watched it already, because it's me talking just about Intel the whole time. And I'm excited for Battle Mage. And if you're on the driver team for Battle Mage, I wish you the best of luck, because man, Alchemist was solid, but it was the first y'all dipping your toes into dedicated GPUs, into the dedicated GPU market. And I want to see that do well. It's the same way that we need to have both AMD and Intel on the CPU side. I really want Intel to have a good stake in the DGPU market as well. I really do. Because that can only be good for consumers. Plus, you have a great team over there for ARC GPUs. I haven't met any of y'all. Just from watching the content with Gamers Nexus and stuff like that. But I was very impressed with the, I had an A770 in a Skytech system that they sent me. Phenomenal. One hint, new Xe cores are beasts. How are we looking for QuickSync? See, the thing is, my Intel system just crashed like crazy. I'm on a 14900K. I'm on the latest microcode, but it's still unstable because it experienced that instability. And if that happens, you have physical damage to the CPU, right? I'm hoping to go, because I use my PC as a professional workstation, you know? So I'm hoping to go with Core Ultra 9 workstation for editing video. I've been using QuickSync for a long time. It's awesome. And I'm hoping that when people come in and say that they want to do video editing, that I'll be able to now say, like, yo, I can confidently say, I mean, because of all the microcode stuff that was going on, I pushed myself away from Intel, just because people buy stuff based on my words, and that's scary for me. So I go with something that seems to be a safe bet. But I hate the way that the 9950X has core parking for no discernible reason. So now I can stop recommending it completely. It's probably going to be fine, but they shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. That just pissed me off. How good was that recent update to the old AMD CPUs? What are we talking about? Oh, it was iBuyPower. It was in the Airflow 4000D, not one of the trash glass fronts. Oh, well, no, they Trent and Ralph, they have new proprietary cases, and the system that's going to be in pre-built rebuilt is in one of those, and it's really nice. Well, it has some glass, but mostly mesh. It's good. They took it to heart. One of the first emails I ever got from iBuyPower after criticizing them for their airflow and stuff was them saying, we know. We know about airflow. We do focus groups, and they want glass. I'm like, then stop doing focus groups, because they're going to go all based off aesthetics and not performance, and you guys have to deliver performance. And they were like, we're working on something that we think you'll like. And that's when they started doing like the trace mesh and stuff like that. So they knew about it. They still have some in rotation, and I'm just like, just sell them overseas. Get rid of those things. Battle Mage, my favorite RPG subclass. Well, Sinbleed, I gotta know, what is the morale right now? What is the morale like right before a launch? Because I've heard from some people at Intel. I've talked to some at AMD rather. I've talked to some people at AMD. I know how stressful things get right before a big launch. How are y'all feeling over there? Out of curiosity. I know I got newer Y60 700X3D into 700XTX, but I like the new upfront mesh front cases. They did a good job with those. They did. Looks like we have an incoming ad break. I'm going to go ahead and run the ad manually, if that's cool. That should offset pre-roll ads. We'll be back in 60 seconds for those who aren't subscribed. See y'all very soon. I'll also be very interested. Well, I'll wait to say this till later. So when I run an ad manually, it means that there are no pre-roll ads for 21 minutes. At least when I run it right before the auto ad happens. Which I just did, so there's not another auto ad for like another hour. So that's good. It's going to run ads no matter what, but if I run it manually, it gets rid of pre-rolls. I need to be doing that. As right now for me, it won't upgrade for another 2 to 3 years. You won't have to. That's a killer combo right there. 7800X3D, 7800XTX, that's really powerful. Okay, Trenton, that's good. I remember we were talking about you could start up Home Lab with that, having those two systems. Also, that would be prime. If you ever thought about streaming, you could do a dual PC setup with that. The 3080 is perfectly fine is awesome for streaming, actually. You have basically a one-click setup in OBS to get that all running. Other than setting up your scenes and whatnot. Still got to do that. What's your thoughts on Corsair, if you don't mind me asking? Says Dirtbag6982. Well, my thoughts on Corsair is that they make some good products. They make some overhyped products. And they all cost a lot. But they do make some really good products. So it's tough. It's still tough. Their power supplies are good. But that credit really goes to the ODM for those, rather than Corsair themselves, because they just kind of order the things and then slap their name on them, like most power supply vendors do, brands do, unless you're, Seasonic. Anyway, and their fans are of good quality, but vastly overpriced for what you get. Like these things cost as much as the latest ones. The Corsair Link, IQ Link fans are so expensive for what you get. Here's a fun fact. John Aston is still alive at age 94. He played the original Gomez Adams. Wow. More power to him. It's very Adams of him. It'll last a long time like that. My fiance plays Sims on the 3080 build. I cry because she won't let me get rid of it and replace it with something her range. Hey, if it works, it works. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it because the 3080 won't pull the value that it would have closer to its, closer to when it was the kind of the meta. We're now going to be getting as of January, it's going to be 2 generations back. So you got to consider that. It's probably of more value to you subjectively, but as something that you just have that just works. Like what kind of 3080 card is it? I'm curious. What AIB is it from? Is it from perhaps EVGA? If it is, don't get rid of that thing. Is there a better option for a Link style type fan? Oh yeah. I personally prefer the Fantex ones. I think Fantex makes awesome fans. But yeah, as for then of course Lee and Lee, Thermal Take. And you can, with Thermal Take, you can get it to where you can swap them. You have extra fan blades to where it'll swap from regular flow to reverse flow, which is really cool. He was also great on Night Court. Oh, okay. Well, I know the VRAM, but I'm wondering what company it's from. Like what add-in board partner it's from. Is it from Gigabyte? Is it from MSI, ASUS, EVGA? That's what I mean. What's up, BTS? How's it going? Holy cow, green screen breakthrough. We've gotten to the future. Oh yeah. Ooh. And I could put whatever back there, but we went through quite a few of these. This is kind of the one that stuck for me. I think the first one I was using was this one. That's the first one I was using. But this one I made myself. But this one here is one that I got, and I think it looks really nice. Everyone likes hexagons. Are you kidding me? Hexagons are awesome. Okay, Gigabyte. All right. Night Court is a pretty old show at this point. I mean, it was what, in the 80s? I assumed it was your Beehive. Could be. Could be. That might be why I was drawn to it. I had to close all my windows that I had open before. Let me just make sure no one else has submitted the form. Because basically, if you submit the form, I got to go in and be like, thank you for submitting the form. I recommend you wait. I got to tell you, the PC matchmaking streams are going to be real busy after Thursday. No, nobody else has submitted it, so that's good. You guys will notice that over in Twitch chat, even if you're just following, you have a few emotes available to you. One of them is just to let me know that you're on the list and that you're here. And the same thing goes for YouTube, except it's not a free emote. You have to be a member, which just really sucks. I wish I could just have anyone who subscribes have the emote available to them. Those people will have to just mention that they're on the list, I guess. Night Court had some great cameos like that. Brent Spiner was another regular cameo on that show. Ah, yes, Data. The Strategos from Alexander PC, Tier 3, 40. Beltito, you know that's not how it works. And for one thing, if you're just concerned about whether a PC is good for the money, boutique is not the way to go usually. I mean, if you consider the lifetime warranty, the fact that shipping is included, the fact that you get that boutique experience, I mean, it's all subjective. Is it good for the money? You can get it for cheaper elsewhere, but you'll also have a cheaper experience. You won't have the same warranty. You'll have, it's all that stuff. So that's why I go by the forums. And you know, what I do is I right now I'm telling everybody to hold off until Thursday because they're launching the Intel stuff. All the reviews will be out. We'll have more information. So we're pretty much waiting on doing PC recommendations until after that comes out. Trenton, here's the thing. iBuyPower is a high volume seller that sells tens of thousands of PCs a month. Alexander PCs is a boutique builder. So you can tell someone else whatever you want, but value is subjective. Someone buying from a boutique builder should usually go in knowing that they're going to spend extra, but they're going to have a boutique experience, and it's going to be different. iBuyPower does not have a lifetime parts and labor warranty. Alexander PCs does, and it's included in the price. With iBuyPower, you have to pay hundreds of dollars to get to a 3-year parts, 5-year service, 5-year labor warranty. Hundreds of dollars. That price then starts to get a lot closer to what a boutique price would be. But that's why I said that the whole worth it at the price kind of question is going to be subjective. They brought back Night Court with John LaRoquette and Melissa Ranch, Big Bang Theory. I've never seen it. They brought it back? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. Very cool, BC Murray. By the way, what's up? How's it going? Alexander PCs is legit. They're awesome. They are. I mean, look, if all you're going to go based off of is price versus the CPU and GPU, then just buy off of Amazon. Like, you know, something like that, where you can get something that is as cheap as humanly possible. Just get an ABS system from Newegg or something like that. But that's not what we're interested in. Because the purchasing price and the purchasing, that's only a part of the equation. When you're choosing your system integrator you want to go with, you're not buying the PC alone. You're buying the ownership experience. And for some people, they're willing to pay the extra to have a better ownership experience and to have better build quality because more time was spent on it, stuff like that. I have a video touring iBuyPower, and it's awesome. It's an amazing facility. But they really have a, it really is like a, what's the word? An assembly line kind of setup there, where one person does a lot of the, like they do all the CPU to motherboard, bam, 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 RAM and storage. All right, pass it on, put it in the case, put it in power supply. It's just a different person doing each thing. Whereas at a boutique builder, you get one person building your PC from start to finish. "100% boutique is the way to go, but in the end process, come on now." What? End process? Come on now? I'm not sure I get what you're saying. I think it can be hard for some to, and this is a very common thing, to comprehend when others don't value things the exact same way that they do. But you got to understand, everybody approaches this differently. That's why you have so many. That's why boutique builders exist. Otherwise, there should just be one SI and they should handle everything. But no, different people have different ways they think a system integration company should run. And in their own space, they are correct. Unless you're like gaming PCs or Apex gaming PCs, then you're not correct. Or Digital Storm, to be honest. I don't like the way Digital Storm does stuff. Like the SI equivalent of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory? I don't think I'd want to visit that one. I know what you were saying, but certain typos are just funny. I bow out on that one. That's okay. It's okay to share your opinions, but and like honestly, and I should probably work on shutting down other people's opinions. It's just like whenever you try to tell someone, hey, this is right for you. I actually am in a job where I'm supposed to do that, but I don't like to. I like to provide the info and be like, now what do you think is right for you? That's why in my videos, I have to say, this is not financial advice in every group of disclaimers that I put, because I can't possibly tell in a video meant for thousands of people. Some of my SI Weekly videos are in over 200,000 views. That is terrifying for me, because those are videos where someone might be like, well, this is it. This is what I have to buy, even if it's not right for them. So I have to approach it like this is general. Some of it's general advice. I'm giving my opinions on some of these things. And some of this, I'm going to say don't buy it. But as for saying yes, buy it, I can't say that for any one person. But I don't know. Bray is hilarious. Thank you, Hayden. This is what I get for typing on a phone. Hey, it happens. But the main thing is, as someone who has spent years now giving advice on what to spend, don't go down that road. Unless you're very, very confident, you know that person and you know their needs really well, and you understand what actually will be right for them, because what's right for you isn't right for everyone. And that can be particularly hard to truly wrap your head around. I myself took a long time to realize that. The first thing we will recommend to anyone as a knee-jerk reaction is the things we like. But that other person is an other person other than yourself. All right, have a good one, Hayden. Thanks for coming in, bud. And I'm not saying that to be like, I'm not saying that in the sense where it's like patronizing or anything. I'm saying that as a thing that I actually had to get over in my own mind. Just ordered my PC from Alexander last weekend. Congrats, Tyler. That's awesome. Which one did you get? Thanks for dropping some of the new emotes. Appreciate it. I just want to keep people from getting scammed. Not saying that anything you promote is a scam. Yeah. And if something seems to you like it's not a good value, it might seem like a scam. But a scam is anything, like if people go in, you might look at someone who is going to spend extra money to get an extra feature or to get a certain kind of experience. And because you wouldn't spend that extra money, you might see it as a scam. But unless they're spending money on something they're not actually getting, it's not a scam. It's like, go out and buy Mercedes-Benz. It's more than, a Ford Focus. They don't sell those anymore. It's more than a Camry, but people are getting what they're paying for. So it's not a scam. Mr. Craig says, I went the Amazon route before going with Alexander. Got a CyberPower 700 347 Ti Super 2100, but it started acting up after about a week or two. Couldn't figure out how to fix it. Nice. 7900 XT, 7900 XT and 7800 X3D on the way for $2,400 from Alexander PCs. So you look at that. It is $300 more, but you now have a lifetime parts and labor warranty. Holy jeez. All right, Mr. Craig. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope that for both of y'all who got systems from Alexander PCs, I hope you used code Brayathorn right here to get yourself $50 off. You might be able to do that actually after the fact as well if you didn't use it then, and that $50 can go right back into your pocket because they're very cool over there. All I got to do is email admin@alexanderpcs.com and let them know, hey, I forgot to use code Brayathorn, and they'll adjust they'll adjust it for you to give you $50 off. But only if you found Alexander PCs through me. If you didn't find them through me, then it's not valid to use my code. Don't use my code. It's kind of silly to say that after the fact. I'm sorry. Sorry, TJ. No, it's only if you found them through me. That's the only reason you should use the code. It gets you $50 off. It also supports what I do, by the way. I'm always very clear about that. But it's a good way of supporting me helping other people through the and for those who hear that and they're like, oh, great, that's why he recommends them. No, we have like a dozen codes with a dozen different SIs. That's why I have so many codes under Operation Code Brayathorn, because I want you to always be able to save money, no matter which of the recommended SIs you go to, and also support what I do without having to spend money to support what I do. So it kind of it's a win for everybody. I think that Alexander added the Vetru MO5 case to their custom builder. Oh, good. That is a nice looking case and a good budget option, it seems. Appreciate that, Crash. Custom build, all white, 7800 X3D with 7900 XT, 3 terabytes of storage, 64 gigs of RAM. Dang, what are you gonna be doing with that system? Beltito, I bought the hero for my son. Very cool. I used that code Bray Hang 10. A little while ago, the code was Thorn, Thorn. It is now just Brayathorn. The code was Thorn. It is now Brayathorn. This right here, not there. There. Sorry, it's mirrored. So there, right here. Mr. Craig, I bought the same PC from Amazon and they both blue screened on us. That's why they both went to Alexander. Wow. So Mr. Craig and Tyler both had the experience of like, that's the thing. Even like here's the thing. I would actually be more okay with you going directly through CyberPower rather than going to Amazon, because here's what happens, guys. If an SI wants to sell PCs through Amazon.com or Newegg or Best Buy, that third-party seller has to make money. So in order for the SI to still make a profit margin off of that, because they're now giving some of that money away, they have to either reduce the specs in the system or overcharge for the system in order to make any profit at all. Use code Thorn, perfect. Yeah, that code is still active because some people would look at older videos and see the older code, so they kept that code active. But the thing is, you can always go to the coupon code section of the Discord and see updated codes. I don't think I put the Brayathorn code there yet because the code Thorn was still active, but I need to update that graphic and fix that. But yeah, the goal is not to be particularly biased towards any one system integrator. The thing that happened with Alexander PCs is just that a lot of the community fell in love with that SI and have been recommending them. And that then causes the people who get that recommendation, buy the PC and have a good experience, to then forward that recommendation. So Alexander PCs has kind of become a force of nature in the community. It is what it is. I'm not going to be mad at that, because then, like, when people go to that, I am confident they're going to have a good experience. Yeah, is Fractal Torrent still a good option? It is. It's still a good option. At this point, it's kind of becoming an older case, but that doesn't mean it's a bad one. It's still a very good case. However, it's a different case where I don't actually recommend an all-in-one liquid cooler. The reason for that is, if you can't put it in with the radiator on the bottom, because then you generally have the pump at the top of the loop. And if you put the radiator on the front of the case, you lose those 180 millimeter fans that make that case awesome. So if you're going to use a Fractal Torrent, I recommend a big, beefy air cooler for that, because you basically have a wind tunnel with that case. So it really works well for an air cooler. I really need to bring that thing back where when someone would come in and say that they'd chosen a PC and ordered it, that we would like celebrate that. If you're, if that was like before I moved over here, started it on a different PC with streaming than the one I used to have, lost those settings, lost that whole button that I used to press and everything. I missed that. I need to set that back up because there's something special about playing that jingle, playing that tune every time, and like just everybody in chat would drop the LGN emotes, like flood the chat with it. It was super cool. I really want to get back to that. Because here's the thing. Even if someone comes in and says that they got something that maybe I wouldn't necessarily have recommended for them, what matters is that something in my content or in our community made them feel confident enough to make that investment, to make that leap. And that is awesome, because what happens in this industry is that marketing and manufacturers rely on a lack of knowledge and a lack of comfort with technology in consumers. And we're fighting against that so that you don't overspend, so you don't get more than you need. There are times where, there's some SIs out there that if you talk to them and say, I'm going to do this and that, and I want this, I want to spend this much. And they're like, no, you don't have to spend that much with us. This is all you need. That's the kind of stuff I want to recognize and call out and give a high five for. But it's the exception rather than the rule. It's not what you see most of the time. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get you guys more comfortable with technology so that you can look at all the numbers and all the model numbers and all the different options and be like, I think I know what I want here. Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be good. And you make that choice and you make that leap and you're like, yeah. I don't think I've ever, it was before the hiatus, which happened when I moved. When I moved into this house, there was like a 9-month hiatus from streaming. And it killed my stream, for one thing. Like, we used to have 120, 130 people in here without raids or anything. But I got out of people got out of the habit of watching because I got out of the habit of streaming. That's just how that works. Because I had a bunch of stuff happen. I was trying to build a studio, build all this, and Well, you copied me, actually, says Mr. Craig. How did I... you're talking to... you're talking about Mr. Craig. Mr. Craig and I are basically husbands, so we had to order the same things. Okay, Tyler. This is unfair because Tyler can see what you're saying, but Craig can't see what Tyler's saying because I can't put YouTube chat on the screen. So... From what I understand, because I think Roby can put both Twitch and YouTube chat in the same chat, but from what I understand, that's a proprietary agreement that they have. They have a special contract with Twitch to be able to do that. I don't have the pull for that kind of thing, so I can't do it, unfortunately. There's a part of me that thinks I should probably just, now that I can do 4K streaming on Twitch, I should just move my streams to Twitch and just not stream on YouTube. But the thing is, these VODs get put up on YouTube and they stay there. Just like that, with a thumbnail, with the title, although they all have the same thumbnail. Sorry, I'm not going to make a new thumbnail 8 times a month just for the streams. But yeah. I love the warranty. You the man, brother. Thank you, Beltito. I appreciate that. I'm just a man, to be honest, but yes. Grandfather did? Yeah. And that's awesome. That works really well because it keeps basically chats can see each other. This is a one-way mirror going on here with between Twitch and YouTube the way it is now with this thing right here. Steven says nah, as in nah, don't just move to Twitch. I know people there's some people that don't like to watch on Twitch. I don't get it because I prefer to watch streams on Twitch myself. Unless someone just doesn't stream on Twitch and they only stream on YouTube. But yeah. Was thinking of doing my first build, says Gotham Guy. What's up, Gotham Guy? Does a 12900K keep up with a current gen GPU with basic day-to-day workflow and minimal gaming? Yeah. It's still a great CPU. However, I would hold off until Thursday, because then you're going to have if you need all those cores, you're going to have the 285K come out on Thursday. And undoubtedly, Micro Center will have bundles for that, or it will further drop the price of the 12900K. But that's probably why there are bundles for it. Yeah, we're 2 days away from Core Ultra 200S. I hate the name too. Don't worry. I do hate the name too. I'm right there with y'all. It could have been 15th gen. 15th gen Core i9. Core i5, Core i7. Nope. Twitch is such a drastic change from people that are already comfortable with YouTube. I know it is. There's a big cultural shift there. But I prefer the streaming culture on Twitch. It is more suited to streaming because it's all it does. You look at YouTube. YouTube is the long-form content platform that is trying to do streaming and short-form content. So that's why its short-form won't overtake TikTok and its streaming won't overtake Twitch, because it's not what it's focused on. You look at this. I can't give people who aren't YouTube members emotes. I also cannot upload animated emotes on YouTube. Raiding is nothing on YouTube. I can't just raid somebody. That they have to approve me as someone who can raid them, and that's weird. What if it's someone new? I like to raid new people on Twitch. Which, speaking of which, we're probably not going to raid anybody. We lost 2/3 of our viewership when the stream crashed earlier, so we're probably not going to raid anybody tonight. But that's okay. I feel like YouTube is getting worse too. Well, it's because YouTube is investing in stuff that is not their bread and butter. Like, look at Twitch. Twitch doesn't have anything for long form content, and if they've tried a few things like shorts, basically, or like Instagram Reels, and it sucks. Whenever a platform tries to be other platforms, it's never going to be good because people don't go there for that stuff. So it will be underutilized, and then it will be underdeveloped. But anyway, Crash, you were asking about the Fractal Torrent earlier. Personally, I'm interested in the Haven HS420. I really want to get my hands on that case. Aesthetically, freaking gorgeous. I also really like. I've never done a PC that was in a. I want to build in the King 95. I might be doing that pretty soon. Keep an eye out. Isn't YouTube like the second most used search engine or something like that? In a way, yeah. People will go to YouTube and search for stuff because it goes directly to YouTube content, which is what they're pretty much looking for, yeah. I don't know if it's the second most used search engine, though. But yeah, Gotham Guy, I would wait for Core Ultra 200S. That's coming out on Thursday. And, Gotham Guy, on Thursday, I'm going to be unboxing a system that has the Core Ultra 200S. It's the Core Ultra 7, 265K. And that's coming in on launch day. We're unboxing it, testing it, and we're even doing a giveaway for it. That's going to be 6 p.m. Central on Thursday, this Thursday, 2 days from now. Oh my God, I have to redo my whole studio just to get it ready for that because it's all been set up for green screen usage. Oh boy. Were you thinking of the vertical or horizontal Haven? I kind of prefer the horizontal. There's less weirdness to it. But even with the vertical, and also with the vertical one, you lose all your PCIe slots. I would want it to be the horizontal one, personally. Less complication, more straightforward. Yeah. HS420. HS420. Gamers Nexus did a review on it. Paul did a build in it. Linus Tech Tips did an unboxing of it on Short Circuit. Yeah. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you about this. This is something that happened recently.
Sometimes we get accused of being
Check this out.
out of touch. So
We got to go searching for this a little bit. This was the $1,000 gaming PC challenge on Linus Tech Tips.
Our fates have been sealed. Now it's time to build.
Can y'all see this? You see what hat he's wearing? That's Plouffe, one of my favorite presenters at Linus Tech Tips. Let's find a better picture of this. Uh-huh. Do we see it? Do we see the Braithorn dad hat? Yeah. That's the second time he's worn it in a video. At LTX, I had it made. I ordered it, took it with me to Vancouver, and personally handed a Braithorn dad hat embroidered with RGB on it to Plouffe because he wears dad hats all the time. And he was like, this is the best thing ever. Thank you. And this is the second time he's worn it. And this is a longer video too. And he's just rocking it. Just the whole, look at that. It's covered. You can't see it. Sorry guys, you gotta be hidden for this. Look at that. It's such a thing of beauty. Look at that. What a freaking W. Plouffe is absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. Look. Horn. It says horn right there. Like, how freaking cool is that? What's up, Triple B? I know you asked me about the Haven case, but LTT Screwdriver got so much praise on Project Farm. Yeah, that's why I'm so stoked that they're sponsoring Pre-Built Rebuilt. And specifically for the screwdriver, because I'm going to be using it in the whole video. Or the whole series, I mean. We're just getting shots of the hat in action. Look at that close up. Look, it says Bray right there in purple.
4 might be bad. I'm just gonna hit start and hope for the best.
Yeah, this might guarantee that we totally do not win the style points if it's only half done, which is really.
Oh, and I see you went.
Hold on. That was a moment right there.
That would have been a huge.
Yo, there it is. It's a good looking hat. It is a good looking hat. If you like dad hats, you gotta like dad hats. But that's just Plouffe. Thank you, bud. I appreciate you. And the whole team over there is super cool. Like, I've got a conversation going back and forth with Colton right now because he handles. One of the reasons I need to get Pre-Built Rebuilt out there is I am the first content creator other than Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD. I'm the first content creator they are sponsoring. The first. That is nerve-wracking, y'all. And they're like, no, take your time. We know what it's like. We want it to be good too, just as much as you do. Like, don't rush it. Take your time. And I'm like, of course they get it. Of course they get it. Content is what they do. So this is really the first time. Like, I've never been sponsored by another content creator, but of course they understand. I'm a one-man show other than Cuddles doing SI Weekly editing. For the production side, I'm a one-man show. I didn't mean to minimize what Cuddles does. Cuddles does a lot of other editing, all the primary editing. I'm talking about production here. It's me. And I've got chronic fatigue syndrome, man. I'm out of shape, overweight, tired all the time. Chronic fatigue syndrome on top of that. Are you kidding me? I got sick. My mom had surgery. All this stuff happened. And they're just like, that's okay. Do your thing. Anyway, I just wanted to share this because this is just one of those things where it's just like, oh, that's so gratifying. Because he wore it once for a review of a product on Short Circuit, and I was like, okay, like he wore it. I thought he would just wore it to be nice because I'd given it to him. That's cool. We got it. Like he wore it in there. He liked it a little bit. That's awesome. But no, it's part of the rotation, I guess. Now that's amazing, man. Anyway, I just wanted to show you all that. That's all. of course I'm happy about that, man. RGB is an awesome little mascot, and we want to get him everywhere. What I want is a silver case with wood front paneling with bottom left I/O. That is very specific. Also side glass panel. I need a hat like that. No Russian? What is it? No Russian? What do you mean? Me so thorny. Oh, Lord. I got the Leanly 011 Vision on that custom build. Love the all glass look. Yeah, and and also 7800 X3D. Not super bad on heat, so you should be good. Shut the front door. I'll be there just to see the unboxing. You got it, Gotham. And we're going to do another one the week after, too. Another Core Ultra unboxing the week after. And that one is going to be given away, too. So, really exciting stuff. Oh, no Russian. I got you. I do get it. Yeah, well, in that case, yes, no Russian. Well, guys, the time has come. It is 12:03. It's past midnight. Time for me to turn into a pumpkin or whatever. And let's see here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop a raid to Myriad Media. For those of you who are subscribed, be prepared to use that new raid emote. That's what it's there for. It's the one that says Bray Raid. Yeah, sorry about that, Crash, but yeah, it is time. It's right after I stream. I'm probably going to start taking down the current setup, the green screen, all that stuff, just so I can start setting up for Thursday. The sooner I set up, the more close I'll be to the actual 6 p.m. Central starting time. And heck, if I can manage it, maybe we'll even start sooner. But I think 6 p.m. should be good. No problem, Steven. You got it. For those of you who are on the YouTube channel watching there, feel free to click the link in the description to switch over to Twitch. Even if you're there as a guest or whatever, you can still come along for the raid. Oh, great. We're down to 11 viewers. I don't know. Maybe I'll skip the raid. I should know. I should just start the raid and just be like, oh, what's happening? But no, whenever I mention it, people start ditching. And it's okay. Some people don't like raiding. I get it. I understand. But yeah, we were at 30, 35, whatever people before the stream crashed. I need to get off of this system already. Like, I have the new microcode, but it's still, it's physically affected. It was physically affected by running it for months on the bad microcode, putting it through heavy usage. That's just going to happen. I mean, yeah, it is. It is. We'll do it. All right, guys. Well, I definitely appreciate y'all coming in for the stream. Don't forget, Nightman, I'll be joining these more often. Have a good night. You got it, Tyler. Everybody, join the raid. Let's go over there. And there, for the subscribers, there's a new raid emote. Just drop a few of those, and then if you got to leave, you got to leave. That's okay. But just to help make the raid a little extra hype, you drop a few of those, and be good to go. If not, if you're not subscribed, there are some LGNs for you. But if you just put a few in there, don't do multiple chats with that. That does get, just, you know, if y'all just chime in with it, it makes me happy. But we're going to go ahead and raid now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you on Thursday for the big stream and the giveaway and the unboxing and all that. Don't miss it. But until then, take care.
Let's go, nerds.